Barry's True Value, Dumas Family Pharmacy, Farm Bureau of Dumas, Pico Foods, ACS Property Management, Big Banjo, DePaul Community Health Centers, Bob's Tire Service, Inks and Threads, Delta Memorial Hospital, Pop's Car Wash, Merchants and Farmers Bank, H&R Block, Dumas Seed Cleaner, First Natural State Bank, Pickens Store and Restaurant, Southeast Pest Control, and Metter Pharmacy. And now, here's voice of the Dumas Bobcats, Rick Helt.
Hey, Bobcat fans, welcome to another live edition of Dumas Bobcat football tonight. As the Cats are at home, we are at Tidwell Field. This is week 9 of the Dumas Bobcat regular season as we're playing host tonight to the McGehee Owls. There's Coach Harris is here now. There's a lot of stuff happening tonight. It's senior night for the Bobcats. And it's also the Ag Bowl, the Deshae County rivalry, and we all know what that's all about. And
bragging rights.
Yeah, anytime we play McGehee, Deshae County's school down the road, you know, we play for a lot of bragging rights, and there's a lot on the line. And y'all have both said it before, but this is one of those games where you kind of toss the records and all that because anything can happen in this football game. But I'm Rick Helton, voice of the Bobcats, along with Coach John McGraw, Coach Larry Harris, and we're glad you're along with us tonight on EAB Sports and KXFE 106.9 FM radio. And we're excited about this ball game as the crowd is having an opportunity here to celebrate these seniors. And that's a big deal, and it's not going to sink in to these seniors for a while.
When you're their age, you think, oh, man, this is going to last forever. And then you turn around and you're my age, and you go, oh, my God, that was 40 years ago.
That's right, man. It just gets – I remember I used to laugh at old people when they were having their 20-year reunion. Oh, man. I quit that laughing a long time ago.
I just had my 40th.
Yeah, there you go. Well, I mean, it's tough, man, but it happens. But we do want to welcome you to our broadcast tonight. It's a nice footballish Friday night here.
It's finally football weather.
It is. It's finally football weather, and we're about to run out of season. This is game 9, and we'll finish up regular season play next Thursday night over at Drew Central. We'll talk a little bit about that later on because we want to make sure you tune in at the right night. But tonight we've got business to take care of with these McGehee Owls, and excited about this game. Ag Up Arkansas, the Ag Bowl, sponsors part of this football game. And I didn't see any tractors. I don't know if they brought tractors or not, but you know, how do you have Ag Bowl without a big John Deere sitting in the?
I'll explain it later.
All right, we'll get a handle on that in a little bit. But guys, got a big game, man.
Huge playoff. You know, it's crucial for both teams to win this game because basically we're playing for the 3, and they have the possibility if they upset Fordyce next week and win tonight, they could actually end up being the 1.
I mean, it's
so. And we're set right now. We're going to be somewhere between 3 and 5.
All right.
And a win tonight would almost guarantee a 3. But I've sat today for about an hour going through all the scenarios, and I'm not a great mathematician, but there's a whole lot of scenarios that can happen that can change it up huge, and not just our conference, but in multiple conferences across the state.
You're listening to the Merchants and Farmers Bank pregame show tonight, live from Tidwell Field, and we've got a lot to talk about in our pregame show and the halftime show as well. So a lot of information that we're going to give you, and Coach McGraw does a pretty good job gleaning that stuff. I always get an email from Coach Harris with some info, and so that's good that we can bring you some stuff that you may have not known, you may have, I don't know, but a lot of good statistics and numbers and stuff like that. So we'll get into all of that. But so how's our injury report? Have we gotten everybody back?
Well, we got one of our DBs back that hadn't got to play all year. He tore his knee up early in the summer. He's been released to play.
Other than that, the other guys are still out.
They're still out.
Yeah.
So,
right. And the piggyback. Oh,
no, go ahead.
Just the piggyback. I didn't know if we wanted to go. Coach McGraw was talking about that playoff scenario. Pretty like he said, if we go, it's kind of short and dry. If we go 1-1, if we go 2-0, we're the 3 seed. If we go 1-1 with a 4 seed, you go 0-2, you're the 5 seed. Pretty cut and dry.
Yep, absolutely.
Because the only other team that can possibly make it as a 5 would be Palestine Wheatley.
Right.
And they have to beat Lake Village tonight, or Drew Central tonight, and Lake Village next week. That would put them at the 5.
Right.
But if however the scenario worked, if we were tied, we have the head-to-head with them with our 21-20 victory at Palestine. So,
and it just depends on, like I say, what you do. You know, you look at those. You're not supposed to look at those scenarios, but how can you not?
Yeah, you have.
You know what I'm saying?
Start early
we'll look at the players, we'll look at the coaches, and tell them not to look, but we'll look. It's our job to make sure
anymore.
Make sure everybody knows, and you know, you just looking. Like I said, this is a big rivalry game.
Yes.
What is it? 19 miles down the road. I'm from McGehee. Coach McGraw formerly coached at McGehee.
This is my 19th. It wasn't Agbo the entire time I've coached, but this is my 19th Dumas and McGehee game.
Right.
There's been 1 or 2 that were decided by more than 2 touchdowns, but most of them have been decided by 14 points or less. So I expect a good ball game.
I've been here 13 years, so this will be 14, so I think this is 14 for me. Mm-hmm. You know, watching Ag Bowl. So, man, it's always a fierce rivalry. You can throw those records. You can throw who's the best team right out the door because, in these games, everybody's going to get it all. We're just great and blessed that we have a gorgeous night for football.
Oh, yeah, it's football weather, man. I'm glad that
the rain that we got Wednesday or Wednesday night to Thursday.
Even last night.
And even a little bit, So it sure helps around here. It settles that dust, especially the peanut field next door that they hadn't picked up yet.
That's right.
And the crazy thing about it, I'm not going to just say it all the way, but if it had stayed a little damp and a little wet, that'd have been just the way they like it down the road. That's
their bread and butter right there.
Yeah, that's the way, they run the ball out of that wing tee and ball control offense. 3 yards, cloud of smoke,
give
counter
me 3.2
traps,
yards, and I'm happy.
Yeah.
That's right. And we've seen that this year already. We've seen Rising do it.
Palestine.
And Rising did it artfully. And so McGehee, we can expect them. And that's like you said, they're looking for chipping away. Give me 3.5, 4 yards.
Lull you to sleep and then throw that little waggle.
So we've got to figure out a way to make some stops. We got to get in. We got to get our the penetration through that offensive line and get back there and pressure that quarterback, pressure those running backs, make some stops in the backfield. And I think we've got to create some turnovers as well.
Most definitely.
We're going to talk about the keys to this football game when we come back. You are listening to the Murchison Farmers Bank pregame show. They had a big deal down at Murchison Farmers today. Customer Appreciation Day. Had burgers and dogs for the customers and anybody that wanted to stop by. And but we appreciate them. But we'll be back in 3 minutes with more of the pregame show. Stick around.
Stumped on a home project? Stop by Barry's True Value in Dumas for expert advice on any remodeling project. Barry's is stocked with the right products and tools from brands like DeWalt and Stihl to get the job done. While you're in Barry's, check out the outdoor selection. Barry's True Value carries top brands like Under Armour and Lacrosse footwear to help you have a successful hunt. For all your home projects and outdoor needs, trust Barry's True Value in Dumas. Barry's, behind every project is a true value.
Driven by our mission to deliver power you can count on, the Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas go to work every single day on the X's and O's of delivering reliable and affordable electricity to our home field, Arkansas. With over 2,000 employees on our team, our game plan begins and ends with their dedication across our 17 electric distribution cooperatives that cover more than 60% of Arkansas. They are our most valuable players. The Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas. The power to deliver, the drive to win.
Did you know that Henderson State University offers a nurturing classroom environment with caring faculty who will invest in your career success? You can learn a lot at Henderson. Come check us out. Visit hsu.edu/getready for additional information. Did you know that Henderson State University offers the only aviation degree in Arkansas? You can learn a lot at Henderson. Come fly with us. Visit hsu.edu/aviation for additional information.
At Dumas Family Pharmacy, they are committed to making it easier for you to manage your health. They can help you find the most affordable medications, offer advice on over-the-counter medication needs, deliver prescriptions directly to your home, and more. Dumas Family Pharmacy offers personalized service that makes staying healthy a little easier. Now that's music to your ears. Visit Dumas Family Pharmacy at 301 Highway 65 South in Dumas. Dumas Family Pharmacy, taking the time to listen and care.
Children grow up so fast, but it takes just a moment to plan for their future and their education. Start saving for your child or grandchild today with the Arkansas Brighter Future 529 plan. It's a new name, but the same great way to grow education savings. From pre-K to college or trade school. Visit brighterfuturedirect529.com.
To learn more about the Arkansas 529 plan, its investments, objectives, risk, and cost, read the official statement available at brighterfuturedirect529.com. Paid for by the Arkansas Brighter Future Fund Committee.
It's that time of year again, and everywhere you go, people are rooting for their favorite teams. At Arkansas Farm Bureau Insurance, we want to be your favorite team. That's why we created Fave Rates, great new rates with the same great service. Call your local Farm Bureau Insurance agent today or get a free quote online at faverates.com. Arkansas Farm Bureau Insurance. Go with the home team.
Call Farm Bureau Agent Grant Shellman or Deshae County Agency Manager Bubba Hudson today at 870-382-4004.
Welcome back to the Merchant Farmers Bank pregame show tonight as the Bobcats are at home. Our breaks are powered this year by Barry's True Value. But we're at home tonight, Ag Bowl 2024 senior night as well for the Dumas Bobcats, a real festive night here in Southeast Arkansas. And our last home game of the year for the regular season as we finish up next Thursday night on the road over to Drew County. So we will be on the road next week, but the game will be Thursday night. So we
need to let our fans know if you want to sit comfortably, bring a lawn chair. Their visitor bleachers are not very big, but there's plenty of room for lawn chairs.
Yep. So bring a chair to be kind of get that little baseball mode in there, I guess. And but come on over to the game if you can't make it. Obviously, we'll have everything squared away. We're going to travel over this next week and figure out where we're going to broadcast from. So we'll get all that squared away and have a couple of ideas. And I want to go all ESPN. I want to get the scissor lift and all that. So I may have to go to some rental. I'm gonna come dragging a bunch of stuff over there.
There is a rental place right over there.
They don't have a spot for us.
I don't know. We got to go find out. So
I'll make a phone call. Talk to the AD over there and
Gold. I can say, I used to work over there. Gold.
We'll get
Coach Gold.
We'll get it all squared away. But we'll be back on the air next week on Thursday night. So don't forget, we'll plaster it on Facebook and stuff like that and give you some reminders. But the game next week will be Thursday night. That will finish up the regular season for the Bobcats, and then we will be playoff bound somewhere in the great state of Arkansas. And that's all we can tell you right now.
And right now it could be anywhere from Walnut Ridge, Arkansas, to Center Point, Arkansas, to Newport, to Prescott. It could be almost anywhere.
Yeah, we could probably write Center Point off of there. And the only reason I say that because they lost the last two games to Falk and Camden and Harmony Grove.
But their conference schedule gets a little easier the last 2 weeks.
No, not Center Point. No. They play Bismarck and Prescott.
Oh.
Man, it's tough.
Bismarck's pretty scrappy this year.
Bismarck beat Prescott last week. Yeah, that's who they play, Coach. Last two for Center Point is Bismarck and Prescott. That's rough, Coach.
So,
throw that paperwork
out. No, it's rough.
So but we do have some keys to the game tonight, and they are here somewhere. But we will talk about the McGee's offense real quick, and. There we go.
Can I close my eyes while I talk about it?
Yeah,
I can run this in my sleep.
And that's exactly why I'm handing you this, just in case you need to grab a name off of there. But we're going to talk a little about what we're going to expect to see from the McGehee offense tonight. We've seen it 100 times, so nothing new. But Coach, you want to touch us up on the McGehee offense a little bit?
Got a number 3, Jay Hughes. He's a 6'1", 170 junior. He's fast. He's athletic, and McGehee always has an athletic quarterback. Jay Love's the the fullback. He's a good runner. And 23, a sophomore, A.J. Wilson. He's fast and elusive. He's one of those kids. If he hits that crease and you don't get to him, he's gone to the house. They're going to run the wing tee. Mm-hmm. They're going to run some misdirection stuff. They're going to run trap, counter, dive, power, sweep, wing back counter, and lull you to sleep, and then they're going to run waggle, and which was my favorite play when I was down there.
And I'm not up on the waggle play. So
it's a tight end out, full back out, and either a tight end or a split end from the other side, dragging the backside on the skinny post, and One of them's always open.
Just gives them 3 options.
That's right.
He gives the quarterback 3 options. He's going to roll a little bit, and the fullback is usually the one that's always left because that's the short route.
Right.
But I've had some fullbacks down while I was down there that could turn that little 3-yard out to a house.
So,
right.
And then, like you say with that, as you say with that wing T, if we look at the previous games this year, where we played Rising and where we played Palestine Wheatley, especially Rising, but Rising threw the ball 2 times. 2 times Rising, and Palestine was forced to throw it, but it probably wasn't even 5, was it?
Right.
So, that just lets you know that, if you come to watch a game, especially from the side of McGehee, you're not going to see a lot of passing. It's going to be straight.
This game could be one of those that's over with early.
Yep, yep.
Just because they're going to eat the clock. He wants to manage the clock, use as much clock as possible, go down and score. If we get a 3 and out, they're going to do the same thing. They're going to go 3 yards, 4 yards at a time, whatever they can get.
Right.
Eat that clock. Because in the perfect, if you're running the wing T, you want to score 4 touchdowns.
That's right.
You want to control the ball for most of the first quarter, most of the second quarter, third quarter, and fourth quarter.
All control.
And keep that other team. If you get one stop, you win.
And that, we saw that happen in one game, that whole third quarter possession of the football. Man, that's so frustrating to the other team's offense when you can't get on the field.
Right.
Can't get out there to do anything, and because of the ball control. So I think tonight the Bobcats, I believe, are going to have to create some turnovers. I think we're going to need to force 2 turnovers in this football game. I think that would be a game changer if we could force 2 turnovers in this football game, because now you're going to break their momentum. You're going to, especially if they're on one of those good methodical drives.
Right.
If you can create a turnover, break that, and get the ball away from them, and then, make something happen. You've got to get points off of turnovers if we get them, though.
Right. And we can't, on the other side, we can't turn the ball over.
Oh, absolutely.
If everybody across the state saw that score last week, and they go, man, Fordyce just beat the – no, they didn't.
3 turnovers.
We killed ourselves last week against Fordyce. Right. Now, we probably wouldn't going to win that ball game anyway because they are a very talented team. But it wouldn't have been that big a difference.
That's right. It would have been more of a football game, no doubt about that. But so there's a lot of things going on tonight. Defense, we've got to line up correctly. We have got to be correct when we line up on the football. Right. We got to be disciplined, no jumping. Don't let them, especially on a 3rd and 4, do not let them hard count you and cause you to jump off sides.
And they're going to go on multiple counts.
Yep.
When I love down there going on 2 and 3. Because if you get a team that's got their ears pinned back and they're coming, you go on 2, that's a free 5 yards.
That's right.
And those things go a long way in these type games.
But, the biggie for me and for the Bobcats on defense, we got to make those tackles. Y'all said it 100 times last week. You've got to wrap up. You get your hands on the running back in the backfield. That's where he's got to stay.
We had Fordyce probably
make a stop
10, 12 times last week where we had the back 4 yards back in the backfield, and we did not complete the tackle. We did not wrap up. We didn't hold on, and then that kid would turn it into a 14-yard gain.
Especially the one he went right side and cut back with no cutback lane, made it picked up 30, 40 yards. Something like that to kill you. I got an interesting question. I know Coach McGraw might be able to answer this one a little better. Never thought about it. Most times when you play teams, let's just take Dumas for instance. May watch them play. They may go shotgun, but sometimes we'll line up behind center. I'm just curious. McGehee runs the wing T. Do they ever change and run any formation? I'm talking like any shotgun or anything. I've never thought about it. Anything.
Even when they're in what I would call a spread formation, 2 wides on each side, or
like
2
doubles,
twins right,
twins,
or doubles. He's still going to be under center.
So they're never going to be in a shotgun.
That was our argument. And
I was just curious. I never thought about it till I got up here because,
But I'm telling you, it's hard to change from under center to gun. It's like everybody said, we're going to run the spread and we're going to have this great offense. But if your offense has been running the double wing, Rising, for example, last year they were 3-7, barely made the playoffs, but they were trying to run the spread. And when they went back to running the football,
tradition
there at the end of the season, they won just enough games to make the playoffs. And this year, huge game over at Fordyce tonight. 8-0 Fordyce, 8-0 Rising.
I'm just curious because just like Fordyce,
good game.
You just curious because just like you watched Fordyce last week and you saw them, they went out of shotgun, but sometimes they got up on the center. Well, just give you a change. I was just curious,
Coach Rod. If you practice that every day, and I promise you, Coach
even
Rogers
Village did it.
Coach Rogers practices that every day. They run just as much under center stuff as they do in the gun. And if you're practicing it like that, but if you're practicing under center and you go, oh, okay, we're going to run one play out of the gun, you don't know where that ball's going to go.
And the only reason I ask that is because, with McGee's offense, methodical, 3 yards, cloud of smoke, if they get behind early, that offense isn't really built to come back.
No, if we could get a 2-touchdown lead, that would be great because that's not an offense you want to play catch up in.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
They ran into that a couple of years ago in the state championship game.
Yeah, was it Harding Academy?
Against Harding Academy.
Yeah.
They got down a couple of scores, and even though they were scoring, Harding was still scoring every time they got the ball too.
Yeah, Harding was, a machine.
Yeah, they were. That was an awesome football team that year. I'm telling you.
It was a machine.
And they're playing 5A this year.
Yeah.
Wow, 5A. So
2A numbers.
Good gracious. So their quarterback tonight, Jay Hughes, and he is a junior, but he's pretty athletic.
Yeah, Josh's tough, man.
But you got to be wily running that wing T, and I think he is.
You got to have good feet.
Man, I put it like this: we play against him in basketball. He's probably one of the better guards. Man, he is super athletic. He's an athlete. Hey, if he gets any space, he's one of those game breaker.
Right.
Hey, it's just when I look at our guys as athletic, I think of Marcus Kilgore, Raylan Spratt. He's in that same realm of them, but he may be a little bit more physical. He's physical. And so we're going to have to read our keys. They got to shut down those lanes. And we already know the nemesis for us all year has been we haven't stopped the run.
We haven't stopped the run. And that, and now we're going to be playing against a team that is their bread and butter absolute. So we have got to figure out a way to stop that run. But the key is wrapping up. When you get a hand on a running back or someone with that football, you got to wrap them up. You got to hold on to them. You've got to make that tackle. And so we're going to see how it goes. Now, Dumas on offense, we're going to spread it out a little bit. We'll see. We've got some really good receivers.
All right.
And our quarterback, we've got to hope he comes into this game. He was a little rusty last week. You're out for 3 weeks with an injury, and then you bring him into the biggest game of the year.
Yeah.
That's tough.
Yeah. Last week he had you can't. I don't know about the fumble. The bad snap, but he had 4 interceptions.
That's right.
And like I said, as Coach McGraw had said earlier, and you said, you can't win.
Nope.
Especially when somebody's efficient as Fordyce was.
Right.
They scored. They capitalized on everything, every mistake that we made.
Right.
And coming in off of the injury list for 3 weeks or so, you come into that football game, you've got to be perfect. And it's hard to come in and be perfect when you've been sitting watching for 3 weeks. So hopefully tonight that's ironed out and he's got the rust knocked off and he'll be back in quarterback mode because he has a couple, even 3 really good receivers he can be looking at tonight. Yeah. And if they can connect, the Bobcats can make something big happen.
If he can get back and set his feet and make his throw, we could have a good night.
Yeah, when they get him pressured a little bit, that's when he tends to get in trouble. But you also got to look at it. I'm not saying you do this, but you also got to look at, if it starts a little rusty, it is what it is. You still got Kilgore over there. Because the thing about Kilgore, he's an explosive athlete. If Kilgore goes back there to pass, and if it breaks down a little bit, he's going to turn something into nothing into something.
That's correct.
Talking to a couple of McGehee coaches, they were hoping that number 7's at quarterback.
Yeah, because 15, because he's not as mobile.
Because when 15's at quarterback, it opens it up.
Well, you're so 2 or 3 dimensional now. You don't know what he's going to do with the football. Yeah. You're listening to the Merchants and Farmers Bank of Dumas pregame show live from Tidwell Field tonight. Ag Bowl 2024 senior night as well. We'll be back with more of the pregame show in 3 minutes.
A lot of cities claim to be unique, but are they really? Were they the off-season playground for legends like Babe Ruth and Al Capone? Do they sell beer made from thermal spring water that comes straight from the ground below? Do any of these places have a street that has a gangster museum on one side of the road and a national park on the other? Let me go ahead and answer that for you. They don't, because none of them are Hot Springs, Arkansas. For more info, visit hotsprings.org.
Pico Food says good luck to all the players, coaches, cheerleaders, and marching bands taking the field tonight. Under the lights, it's not about who's in your path, it's about who's in your huddle. And Pico Foods is a proud teammate and supporter of local communities and the state's agricultural producers. Learn more about how Pico Foods buys direct to support local producers. In Arkansas and Missouri, call David Durham or James Chester, 870-202-7101. In Alabama and Mississippi, call Andrew Parker or John Taylor Hickman at 601-670-9383.
The future is not about a bond reaching maturity. The future is what my grandfather worked for. It's what my father carried on. It's my responsibility today. The future is my son's tomorrow. At the Stevens Private Client Group, we believe that our strength builds success, not only for us, but for our clients. Stevens, member NYSE, SIPC.
What does it feel like to know it matters to others how you're doing? What's weighing on your mind? That you're happy right now, that your body's healthy, and that those around you are taken care of too. Arkansas Blue Cross and Blue Shield has been taking care of Arkansans for more than 75 years, providing health insurance and peace of mind. So you and the ones you love can live your best life your whole life long. Take good care, Arkansas.
Call ASC Property Management Incorporated and Southland Management Corporation for your real estate and rental property needs. They have 1, 2, and 3 bedroom apartments as well as houses for rent in Dumas, Grady, Gould, Star City, and the surrounding area. Phone 870-382-6762 or come see them at 710 Meadow Drive behind Mad Butcher in Dumas. ASC Property Management and Southland Management, members of the Realtors Association, proud members of the Dumas community, and strong supporters of Bobcat Sports, equal housing provider.
Now is a great time to get out and experience an outdoor adventure in the Arkansas Delta Byways region. From hiking to biking to water adventures, we've got them all. Bike, jog, or stroll across the Big River Crossing, the longest public pedestrian bridge across the Mississippi River. Do some fishing or kayaking on Lake Chico, the largest oxbow lake in North America. Explore the beginnings of Arkansas at Arkansas Post National Memorial. Visit deltabyways.com for more ideas.
This ad paid with state and regional funds.
Welcome back to the Murchison Farmers Bank pregame show, and breaks this year powered by Barry's True Value. We thank all of our sponsors for being on board with us this year. The Bobcats are getting ready to play a football game here tonight at Southeast Arkansas. Really it's usually a barn burner. It's usually a good football game, but it's a big rivalry, and it is the Dumas Bobcats versus the McGehee Owls. Ag Bowl 2024. We've just celebrated senior night here for the Dumas personnel, and boy, a lot of seniors when you added the band, cheerleaders, the football players, and all that.
Oh yeah,
there's a slew of seniors. Yeah, that's right. So a lot of seniors there, but everybody's enjoying themselves, and we're ready for this football game as the captains for the Bobcats. Well, officially, the captains are going to be the entire senior football team, and there are a lot of kids graduating off of this football. That's a third of the team graduating off of this football team, and so a lot of seniors that we're going to lose. And but you know, you have these junior kids that have played really good this year. Big win last night.
Junior high team finished 7-1, co-champions in the conference with Fordyce, who beat them. And everybody's saying, "Well, well, it's junior high. There is no point system. There is no dividing." If we were senior high, yes, they would be the 1, we would be the 2 seed. But hey, it's junior high, you're co-champions, and then our 7th grade went 7-0-1.
7-0-1, yep.
And so 14 wins out of our junior high program this year makes the future look a little brighter.
That's right, it absolutely does. And so, you know, a lot to be excited about there, but we've got some business to take care of tonight. Bobcats will be wearing their purple jerseys with white numbers, glad of that, and the gold helmets. And I saw them come out with those anthracite pants, and it scared me. I thought,
you can wear the anthracite pants. You cannot wear the anthracite jerseys anymore.
Really?
AAA said no.
Thank you, AAA. I love AAA. I knew
they
I liked
so many great decisions.
They made one there for sure, and I did not know that. And McGee's in white head to toe with the red striping, and So we're just about ready to get this football game. They do have red helmets, obviously, but we're just about ready to get underway here. And for all of our listeners that have tuned in on the McGehee side, thank you for tuning in. We'll try to keep this game civil. It's hard, man. It's the Shea County.
I'm not going to promise Mayor Jeff Alyoung of McGehee that I'm going to be civil.
That's right.
He think, who is that guy?
Well, we can make the promise. We can see how that goes.
There's a lot of good people in McGehee.
Bunch of good people, and we all either know people, have people that family members that live down there, work down there.
My entire family works in McGehee.
Yeah,
so.
That's right. So
my wife says I cannot say anything bad.
So this is a big rivalry tonight, but it sure is fun to pick at each other, and we do that a lot. And so we're just about ready to get underway here at Tidwell Field as the football team, Bobcats at least, are on the field. Get us a little light going, and now not that one is dead. So the Bobcats tonight will be defending the north end zone, moving from our right to our left, and it looks like the Bobcats are going to receive. So McGehee has deferred to the third quarter, so they will be kicking this ball away to the Dumas Bobcats, and we're just about ready to get underway. The Cats are on the field and are ready to go. So the Cats moving right to left, defending the north end zone. McGee's going to defend their own end zone, the McGehee side, and they make their way onto the football field, and we're just about ready to get underway. So we've got some a lot of football we're about to have here at Tidwell Field, and the official pronouncement of their quarterback's first name is Ja. Okay, and I wanted to make sure I got that straight because I heard it was different than Jay, so it's Ja.
Mm-hmm.
So
like Ja Morant.
Ja
Just
Hughes.
got that eye on it.
Yep, Ja Hughes, and we're just about ready to get underway here tonight at Tidwell Field. The officials giving the kicker a little time there to make sure everything is set right. And all the officials are still kind of talking to personnel on both sides of the field, and don't know what the holdup is, but we're just about ready to get this game underway. And I know I'm ready to play football here tonight. So still waiting. Don't know why. Don't know what we're waiting for. And but we'll just stand right here. And I don't know if they're waiting. I don't see I see the chain gang. They're out there. All the officials are out there. All the players on both sides of the field are there. So, does anybody have any ideas what we're waiting on?
Chain crew.
Chain crew's ready. I have no idea what we're waiting on, and I hate this kind of downtime.
I see Love.
We only have
might be the chain because Love. Those guys are running over there. I don't know. I see
three, though.
I see Dr. Tucker pointing in Love Lady.
But I do see three chain crew guys.
So they're there.
Yep, they're all three there. So
looks like we only have 4 officials, 5 officials. Okay.
So we're still waiting, and we just have no idea exactly what we're waiting on. But something's not to the officials' liking, I guess. Now I hear a whistle. We're about to play football here in Dumas, Arkansas. So here we go. We're just about ready to get underway as the McGehee is going to kick the football away. It is going to be a squib kick running right on the ground, and it's going to be fielded at the 25. Henderson's going to pick it up. Yeah, but he's going to move the ball across the 30 up near the 35-yard line, forced out of bounds there. So the Bobcats are going to take over first down and 10 finally. So we got that going, and we are underway here officially at Tidwell Field. First down and 10 for the Cats. So the Bobcats come to the football field. They have the ball on their own 35-yard line. Darnell Walker wears number 7. He will be in the quarterback position here tonight to begin this football game for the Cats. He splits 2 receivers out, one to either side of the football field wide, one man in the slot on the right side, and one setback. And that is Tylen Bell. Bell's going to get the handoff right over right tackle. Nothing doing there.
He's going to pick up maybe a yard.
Yeah, he's going to get about a yard over the 35 to the 36, and he is not getting up. Somebody's down. I don't think
somebody's down. Looked like Bell.
We got a player.
No, that's not Bell.
I thought it was Bell, but I don't know. But we do have a player. That's going to be one of the linemen.
That isn't Baker, is it?
and that is going to be, I can't see his number. He was wearing, his first number is a 6, but I cannot see his number. It's going to be number 68, and that is going to be Trevor Barnes.
Okay.
And he is slow to get up off the football field, so the first play from scrimmage, and the Bobcats have an injured Bobcat player, and that is one of the linemen, as the ball is going to be moved over the 35 up to the 36-yard line, a gain of 1. It is going to be a second down and 9 for the Cats.
He's holding his knees. I believe he got cut in the knees.
So he's going to.
Yeah, that's not looking good. You need all those linemen in a game like this.
You sure do, no doubt about it. He is favoring his left knee, but he is walking under his own power. Maybe it's something that he can get stretched out. But, boy, you hate to see a young man get hit in the knee like that.
Right. And a little side note about Trevor Barnes. His dad is from McGehee.
There you go.
His family is
That's
from
right.
McGehee. So there's a side note.
Second down and 9 for the Cats. Not much doing on that first play from scrimmage running. And Walker hard snaps the McGehee Owls. They don't bite. 12 seconds left on the snap clock. Quarterback drops back, and he's going to throw, and it is going to be complete over the right side. And he's going to step out of bounds at the 41.
Yeah, a little quick out there to the right side of the field.
So that's a gain of about 5. It's going to bring up a third down and 4 now for the Dumas Bobcats. Man, you really want those third downs 3 or less, but third down and 4 is manageable. And
much better than 3rd and 10.
Yeah, much better than 3rd and 10. That was a good throw and catch there. But this is a big third down for the Bobcats. Ball spotted at the 41-yard line of Dumas. And just underway here in the first quarter. Bobcats opening offensive series. Trips to the left side of the football field. And we're going to have that first down. They're going to jump offside. So the Bobcats are going to, let's see if they will officially get the call. But it looked like it's offsides against McGehee. That is indeed the case. And that is going to be a first down and 10 for the Dumas Bobcats. Hey, we'll take.
And McGee's one of those teams, they're pinning their ears back. So anytime we can get them to move,
right,
it's bonus.
But, you know, that 3rd and 4, now if that had been 3rd and 6, that would have done a little good. But, boy, when it's 3rd and 4, you can get your third down short. That kind of stuff is money.
Quick pass over here.
Quick pass,
Sean Moore.
He's fighting.
Oh.
Boy, not much doing. He's going to get about a yard, maybe 2, up near the 48. We'll see where they mark it. But he fought for those 2 yards. It's going to be second down and 8 now for the Cats. So just shy of the 49-yard line. And it is second down for Dumas. 11-17. We're just underway here. Ag Bowl 2024 here at Tidwell Field. Second down and 8 for the Dumas Bobcats. Ball's at the 48-yard line of the Cats. Walker out of the spread formation. One setback in the backfield, and that is Tylen Bell. Bell is the running back, steps up to the left side, and Bell's going to sweep to the right, and he's going to slip down in the backfield untouched. And, man, and that's one of those mistakes that'll just burn you. As he falls down in the backfield, now it's going to be a third down and 9. So
when you got Bill right there, Bill needs to be running north and south right there.
Not east and west.
Yeah, east and west. He's not going to outrun McGehee, not laterally.
So it's a big third down here. It's third down and 9 for the Dumas Bobcats. I'm sorry, third down and 11, almost 12, as the ball is back around the 44-yard line of Dumas. So this is huge for the Bobcats. And we got to make something big happen here.
Yeah, got to look for Raylan Spratt or Marcus Kilgore right here.
One man goes in the motion, going to throw a screen pass. That was not really the play we needed. It's going to get us back to the original line of scrimmage, and it's going to bring up a fourth down and 10 punting situation for the Dumas Bobcats. So the Cats are going to have to punt the football away as their first offensive drive falters at the 46.
And I'm sure McGee's going to try to bring a little heat. They've had the same punting problems we've had.
And you got to watch out, too, out back there for number 2, Love. He's an explosive guy. Had a great game against DeWitt way back.
Not a great punt, but a decent Bobcat roll back around the 30-yard line. So the Cats are going to get a decent – they got the punt off. That was big. Right. So the punt was not blocked. So they got the punt off. And McGee's going to have the football. and depending upon where it rolled out of bounds, it was somewhere around the 32. And I believe that's where they're going to mark it. First down and 10 from the McGehee Owl 32-yard line. So we get to see this McGehee offense take the field for the first time tonight. So
Hughes formation is called Owl Right.
Yeah, there you go. Everybody's in tight except one receiver split wide to the right. You just got to keep those backs honest. You never know where the ball's going. The ball's on the ground. Dumas football. So Dumas Bobcats going to recover the fumble. And I said we needed 2. And that's one right there. And I think that these fumbles, if we can create turnovers, I think 2 or 3 in this football game will help the Bobcats tremendously. That was a biggie right there, and that's going to give the Dumas Bobcats the football at the 30.
And while we've got a little momentum, I would take a shot and see if we can get a little more momentum.
You're already in 4-down territory.
Yeah. Right.
So you're at the 30. So why not see if you can make something big happen quick in front of this home crowd? We have a good crowd here tonight. It could get loud. You know McGehee travels well, no doubt about that as well. Quarterback, Darnell Walker, wears number 7. Running back is Rashad Moore. He's standing behind Walker. Twins to the left, twins to the right. Now Moore's going to step up. Quarterback's going to throw a screen pass to Spratt. One-on-one on coverage, and he's going to break one tackle and be forced out of bounds around the 20. So it's going to be close to a first down. They're going to move the chains. They say he got the 19 before he stepped out. So that's a gain of 11. First down and 10 for the Dumas Bobcats.
Yes, Spratt is dangerous if you get the ball in his hand, man. All he has to do is touch it, man, and he can do the rest.
9:16 left to go in the opening quarter here tonight. We are scoreless. Bobcats inside the red zone at the 19-yard line with a fresh set of downs. First down and 10 for Walker and crew. Walker looks to the sideline, get the play. Clock's running. We're inside the 9-minute mark here in the first quarter. It was a big fumble recovery for the Bobcats. It's got them in good field position. Walker's going to throw a screen pass to Spratt. He's going to break a tackle. He's gone. Touchdown. Dumas Bobcats.
Touchdown, Raylan Spratt. Spratt's dangerous. You get the ball in Spratt's hand, and he's dangerous.
So the Bobcats are going to score first, and that comes off of a turnover. Right. And we talked about it. You create a turnover, but you've got to capitalize on it. The Bobcats did both. They created one, they scored on it, and now we're going to see the point after attempt by the Dumas Bobcats. And that's the way you finish inside the red zone, and that's the way you make a team that turns the ball over pay. Number 18 is the kicker, No Ramirez. We await the point after attempt. Ramirez wears number 18. Good snap, good hold, kicks up. It is low, and it is going to scoot across the crossbar. I think it may have hit the crossbar. Nonetheless, the kick is good, and with 8:42 left to go in the opening quarter, Bobcats on top 7-0. So the Bobcats are going to jump out on top of the McGehee Owls. That's huge because when McGehee gets the ball, they can burn a lot of time.
Right. And right now, they can burn some time as long as they don't score.
So it is a big turnover that is going to cost McGehee 7. So the Bobcats are going to have a 7-0 lead early in this football game. 8:42 left to go in the opening quarter.
And I believe that's our first lead in this game in 3 years.
Is that right? That's now. How do you remember that stuff, man?
I've just got a useless head.
They've been on that sideline.
That's it. That's it. So we await the Dumas Bobcat kickoff tonight after the touchdown.
And how about that? 8:42 left in the first quarter. McGehee only has run one play.
One play from the football Cats, and the Cats get on the scoreboard.
If you told me, hey, there's 42 left, both teams have touched the ball, and McGehee has run one play, we's up 7-0.
Man, you see momentum now. What a kickoff. It is going to the 1-yard line.
Cover up.
And now you've got an opportunity to go deep, but he's going
you got to go catch him. Brian Dallas. Dallas.
He fielded that ball
Get him, Brian.
in the end zone, and they're not going to catch him. They're not going to catch him, and he's in for the touchdown.
Man, momentum.
A 99-yard kickoff return, something you cannot ever.
Hey, and we said, and I said earlier a while ago, I said to watch out for number 2 in that first play. He's dangerous. We asked for fireworks. We got it.
He fielded that football at the goal line. That's a 99.5-yard touchdown run.
Man, that's crazy. First, hey, we got a touchdown with Spratt. He was running to McGehee, and that guy's running to Dumas. So,
man, oh man.
You get it? Hey, running the wrong way, and they're scoring. We got a game right here that's
so
we got a game right here.
See what wait on the point.
Oh, man, he has a foot on him.
It is up and good. So we're all tied up at 7 with 8:24 left to go in the first quarter. Wow, we got a football game. Folks, stick around. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Wow.
Craving pizza? Big Benjo Pizza in Dumas has just what you're looking for. Open 7 days a week for dine-in, takeout, and drive-through. Big Benjo Pizza also has a low-carb keto cauliflower crust in addition to your classic homemade pizza. They also have barbecue, supreme, taco, and chicken bacon ranch specialty pizzas, along with hot wings, spaghetti, and salad. Hometown service and a Dumas staple. Big Benjo Pizza. Call 382-2880 to place your order. Big Benjo Pizza, 720 Highway 65 in Dumas.
Wow, man, a 99.5-yard touchdown run, and we're all tied up at 7 as we await the McGehee Owl kickoff. So the Bobcats give up a big play there, and, man, that was tough. The ball's going to be fielded at the 29-yard line, first down and 10 for the Cats. So that is going to be Rashad Moore, and he's just going to have to fall on the football. And so first down and 10 for the Cats. And, man, here we go again. So, wow. You're
wow, that's it? That's it?
I mean, what can you say? That one hurt. That was a heartbreaker, man, to watch a kickoff return like that.
Yeah, it just negates what you just did offensively quick. Man. But if you come back down with a good drive right here and score, it takes away that kickoff return.
First down and 10 now for the Bobcats. Ball's at their own 29-yard line. Empty set for quarterback Darnell Walker.
They've got 2 over here on Spratt, 1 under, 1 over top.
Walker takes a snap, 1 step, drop, screen pass over on the right
Henderson.
side. He breaks a tackle.
Henderson's
got a little running room over the far sideline. He's got a first down across the 40, crosses midfield, and he is going to be hauled down somewhere around the 50-yard line. We'll get a spot here, but a good pass and run.
Yeah, that was a good play call. We had 4 receivers over to the right, and you had 2 defenders over on Spratt on the left, so that took away a defender.
So that is a big first down and 10. They're going to say the ball is at the 49. He stepped out early.
So we're doing the same thing except they switch sides. 4 receivers to this side.
4 to the left, 1 to the right. Empty set, obviously, for the quarterback, and McGee's coming.
Oh, and they jump again.
And he's going to jump. That's going to give us another 5 yards. So that is going to be a 5-yard offside penalty against the McGehee Owls. So it is going to be first down and 5 for Dumas. That will move the ball to the 46-yard line of the McGehee Owls.
Yeah, they've got 4 over here, but 1 is kind of a little over. That same play may work again.
4 wide out set, 1 receiver to the right side. Quarterback, he's going to keep, and that was probably not his best move. He's going to be dropped back at the 50. So he's going to lose.
Give that 5 yards back.
Yeah, he's going to give that 5 yards or almost.
I thought we was going to come right back over to Henderson, make them defend it again.
It's going to bring up a second down and 8. The ball's going to be spotted at the 49 of the Bobcats. 7:52 clock runs in the first quarter. We're all knotted up at 7. As McGehee ran a 99.5-yard kickoff return back, the best kickoff for the Bobcats, and they run it back for a touchdown. Wow, what can you even say about something like that?
And if you're a coach, you're saying let it go in the end zone because it was still rolling when he picked it up.
Yep, that's right.
But hey,
he made it happen. Quick screen pass is going to be high, incomplete, and it's going to bring up a quick third down for the Dumas Bobcats.
Yeah, I think he's rushing himself a little bit. He just needs to get his feet set.
Up until that point, he was 6 for 6.
Yeah, take his time right there.
Yep.
Take your time. Hey, make the short pass. You gotta like what Dumas is doing here early. After last week, hey, they're making some safe passes, quick screen passes. Everything is quick, so they're trying to get him in a good rhythm. As you said, he was 6 for 6 before that, so. They've come out with a great plan on offense of quick passes for him.
Third down and 8. Ball's on the McGehee side of the 50-yard line at the 49 as the Cats come to the line. Split 1 receiver wide to the right side, 2 to the left, 1 setback. Darnell Walker looks things over, puts 1 man in motion. That is Spratt.
Sweep.
And the quarterback is going to be scrambling for his life. Man, just nothing doing there as he tried to run the ball again.
Picked up about a yard.
And looked like, I don't know, looked like Marcus ran that little out. He may have had him on the quick little out to the left.
It's going to bring up 4th down and long. Little deja vu right here. We're going to punt the football away. This is about where we punted it away a while ago. So Bobcats going to have to punt the football away to the McGehee Owls as we faltered on that offensive series. So pretty good punt. It's going to take a decent Dumas roll, and it's going to roll down at the 20, and that's where McGehee will set up shop, 1st down and 10. Now we're going to see the McGehee Owls come out in this wing T formation. Everything's going to be in tight. A lot of misdirection, a lot of things going on in that backfield, and the Bobcats are going to have to snuff it out. But, man, that was a little concerning letting that kickoff return go because they've got some speed. If they get in the secondary, we could be in trouble. So we have got to make some stops early. Need some get some penetration in the backfield. So 1st down and 10 now for the Owls. Quarterback's going to hand off to the first man over the left side, and he's going to gain about 4 up near the 24-yard line. So Hughes handoff. It's going to net 4 yards, 2nd down and 6. Actually, they're going to give him 5, 2nd down and 5 as the ball's going to be spotted at the 25-yard line. So 2nd down and 5, 6:10 clock runs. We are all tied at 7 here in the first quarter. Hughes wears number 3. Brings his team to the line. No wideouts. Everybody's in tight. They're just stacked up in there.
They're foot-to-foot splits and bringing it to you.
They're on top of each other, and you don't know where this football's going.
The quarterback with a spin out.
And he's going to spin
out.
He's
moving there. He's an athlete, man.
Yep, he's going to move the ball up over the 45, near the 46, and that's going to move the chains, 1st down and 10 for McGehee. And that's kind of what they want to do. They don't want to move big. They just want to move consistently and keep the chains moving. So, but that is going to bring up a 1st down and 10. Ball's at the 37-yard line of the McGehee Owls. We're down to 5:30 left to go in the opening quarter, tied at 7. 1 wide out now for McGehee. Everybody else is in tight for the Owls. Quarterback works under center. Handoff in the backfield. And, man, it's, when they're getting 5 yards on 1st down, their offense is working like they want it to work.
When they're getting 5 yards
of play. I'm just trying to see who is that big 61. That's a big dude.
So, they're getting 5. You got 6 there, 2nd down and 4 for McGehee. And that's exactly what a running team like this wants. They don't want anything big, spectacular, or
it ain't pretty, but it works.
That's right. You just got to keep the chains moving. 2nd down and 4. Quarterback's going to hand off right up the gut into the secondary. Yeah, he runs that little trap play over the 45 down near the 42 of the Bobcats. See where they spot it. They're going to spot it at the 44. So I guess his knee went down a little early. That's another 1st down and 10, and just
right now they're getting little chunks.
They're doing everything that they're checking everything. Every back, quarterback, everybody's ran the football.
Yeah.
They're checking everything.
Don't let them lull you to sleep.
That's what you call being balanced in that offense.
That is a balanced offense. 1 wide out. Bobcats need to create that other turnover quick.
Quick to the right side.
Yep. And
you got the edge. There's a flag. Might be a holding call.
I think there may have been because we had a defender that was actually turned around backwards. I think he got turned around by his jersey. So we're going to wait and get this sorted out. But I was looking at him thinking, why are you turned around backwards? But I think he got spun around as we're going to officially get the call. But it is a spot foul. Now that's going to be holding. So that's exactly what happened. And I was wondering, why he was turned around backwards, but he got spun around. It was pretty obvious. And so that's going to be a big penalty against the McGehee Owls. So that's going to back them up to the 48-yard line of McGehee, and they're going to repeat the down. 4 minutes, 15 seconds left to go in the first quarter. We're all tied at 7. And it's going to be a 1st down and, I don't know,
18.
Coach, about 18 yards or so, yep. So 1st down and long. And now the Bobcats just, man, we need to get some penetration. That defensive line of Dumas, man, they got to make a big stand. They got to put up a brick wall.
I'm telling you, it's hard to get through those foot-to-foot splits.
First down, one man goes into motion. Motion man gets the ball. He's running east to west, and he's going down in the backfield. Now, that's how you make an open
field.
That's a
play by Raylan Spratt out there,
Spratt
man.
made a play back
Man, what a play out there. Hey, Spratt is going against his old hometown, man. He's got to be a little jacked up tonight. He scored a touchdown earlier, and that was a great play by him on the edge.
You don't see McGehee running a lot of east and west, but they were doing it there, and they paid for it. That ball's going to be back at the 43-yard line.
Second and 23.
Second down, 23. Clock runs. We're inside the 3:20 mark here in this 7-7 tied up first quarter. Everybody's in tight, no receivers. And right up the gut, quarterback now he's going to bounce it outside, but he's going to be hit at the line of scrimmage, goes down for no gain, and it's going to bring up third down and long. So they're forcing them to the corners, and the Bobcats are containing well. So if we can keep these guys running east and west, I've seen them running really well straight up the gut. So I don't know if they're, if that defensive line for Dumas is really plugging the holes or exactly what's going on. But right now it's working. It's third down and a mile for the McGehee Owls. This is a big third down opportunity for the Dumas Bobcats. 2:38 clock's running in the first quarter. Quarterback now right up the gut, and you see what they can do. Not much, though. He's going to be stood up by a host of Bobcats up near the 45. That's where they're going to mark him. But it's going to bring up a fourth down and about 20 or so, maybe 21. So fourth down and 21, and that will bring on the punter for the McGehee Owls. Now, Coach, here you're probably going to get good field position without anybody trying to return it. I think I'd bring everybody. See if I get – I think we're game 9 into the season. I think it's time to turn up the – take a few chances and try to make some big plays. I think – I don't know.
Be ready. Yeah, be ready right here. If he gets a good punt off, man, Spratt's electric back there.
Spratt is now
– if he gets a chance.
Backed up. And
if he gets a chance and he – he couldn't get a chance, but he had a chance. He's electric.
Boy, it's going to take a McGehee roll down to the 15, and that's where the Bobcats are going to take over 14, actually, first down and 10. But the big story there on that offensive series for McGehee, the Bobcat defense looked really good.
Yeah, they really did.
They really looked good, and they made a big stand there. And it's going to be first down and 10 for the Cats. We're all tied up at 7. A minute 44 left to go in the opening quarter here at Tibble Field. Senior night for the Cats. Last home game of the season, regular season, and we'll be on the road next Thursday night over at Drew Central, Monticello, Arkansas. We got a lot of business to take care of right here first. So let's get.
Yeah, we gotta be smart right here, man. They got us backed up, kind of back. Got to be smart with the play call. Can't make any mistakes right here.
Got the 4 receivers split to the left side, 1 receiver to the right. And empty backfield. Walker's out there. He's a man on an island by himself. Takes the snap. He's going to throw a screen pass. Needs a block.
Good move, T-Sean.
Can't get the block. Moves it over the 15 to the 16. Pretty decent gain. A gain of about 3. But, man, we need to be getting about 5 on first downs.
Yeah, you got 4 receivers over there. 1 catching, 3 blocking, 3. Hey.
Second down and 7 now for the Cats. The ball is at the 16-yard line of Dumas with a minute 20 left to go in the opening quarter. It's been a good football game, man. They had just a little back and forth early in the game, and now it's kind of both teams have settled in a little bit.
As you see Spratt over here, he has 1 in front and 1 over top on one.
Yeah, 1 over. That's right.
Man,
you got 4 over on the right side. They're going to keep throwing that screen pass till they find a block. But so far, that 4-man stack is not working because they're not blocking.
Well, you got to think Dumas might be setting them up here because, hey, you come with maybe a quick pump right there and somebody's leaking out, you may be something there. So it's got maybe a counter move that we're setting them up for later.
But they're going to lose way back inside the 10 now. It's third down and 12. And, those receivers, man, they're going to have to get a block. They're going to have to really hit somebody.
Yeah, I say take a shot at Spratt, man.
So now you're going to split a couple to the left, 2 to the right, and have 1 running back.
Yeah, take a shot at Spratt, man.
Running back in the backfield with the quarterback is Rashad Moore.
You got to get to hear him get the playoff. We're down to 5. Got to get the playoff.
Walker's going to take the snap.
He's got it off.
He did get it off.
Throw
He's
it.
going to throw it.
He's open.
He's wide open if he can make the
catch. What I tell you?
Spread
what I say, spread.
40.
Down the spread.
30, 20,
Spread.
10, 15.
Hey.
Touchdown.
Hey, you get
spread.
Hey, I called it. Hey, spread is electric if you give him a chance, man. If you give him a chance on a post route, railing spread is electric if you give him a chance.
Man, he got wide open.
Man.
He had about 3 steps on the defender.
Man, he's electric, man.
And one thing about spread,
he's electric.
You can pretty much count on he's going to catch the football. So that was a big catch, big score for the Dumas Bobcats. Cats back on top with 1 second. They're going to have time for the point after attempt, and we're going into the second quarter with a lead in this football game. Point after attempt. No Ramirez. As we wait on the snap, Kilgore is the holder. The kick is up, and I don't know what. He can't get a foot under it, but he's bouncing them over the crossbar. The point after is good, and the Bobcats have a 14-7 lead. We're going to keep it right here because there's only a second left on the clock, and we'll take the break for the quarter. But the Cats back on the scoreboard. Now, man, think about it. If we hadn't made that big mistake on that kickoff.
Oh, man.
Good gracious.
You could be almost looking at 14-0.
But nonetheless, Cats back on top.
And I see something. I'll be honest with you. We run the 4 to the side. That's a new formation. One maybe not new, something we're looking at. But the thing is, when you put another receiver on spread side where they got to count for him, and you give him a little one-on-one, man, he's shown he's dangerous.
Yeah, and one thing about those 4, they have to go and, you got 4 defenders over there on those guys. Right. So you're right. That gives Spratt a little running room. If they can get separation, right, man, it's on.
But when they do those 4 receivers, it makes 2 be over here on him.
That's right.
But when you go more with the doubles, what they went just in, you give him 1 person, and he's shown you. You throw at me twice, I score twice.
So here we go. This kickoff now. He kicked a crazy big kickoff a while ago. He's going to keep it a little shorter here, and it is going to be bobbled at the 29. Still on his feet, looking for some running room, and they're doing well moving the ball on special teams. They're going to move the ball up to the 40-yard line where McGehee will have a first down and 10, and that's going to take us to the end of the first quarter. And after 1 quarter here at Tidwell Field, the Dumas Bobcats are on top of the McGehee Owls, 14-7. We'll be back in 1 minute with second quarter action. Stick around, folks. We got a ball game in Dumas.
College dreams come true at the University of Central Arkansas, especially now with the UCA commitment. This new program provides a debt-free pathway for tuition and fees for Arkansas students whose families earn $100,000 or less a year. And that impacts everything. It's fewer barriers and endless opportunities. Welcome to Bear Country. Learn more about the UCA commitment at uca.edu.
We all have our traditions, from Friday night lights to Saturday morning hunts. These are the traditions we pass down to the next generation. Now, we might have hung up our cleats a long time ago, but come tomorrow morning, we can still put on our camo and hunter orange, because some traditions last a lifetime. Get your hunting license and enjoy a season of memories, both on the field and in the woods. This message is brought to you by the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission. Hunt natural.
Bobcats on top as we begin second quarter action. Welcome back. Breaks powered by Barry's True Value. So the McGehee Owls have a first down and 10. Second quarter, they're moving right to left.
Wing left.
Quarterback takes a snap, hands off right over the right side, number 12, and he's just going to fight his way across the 45, up near the 47, maybe the 40. Yeah, they're going to mark him at the 47-yard line. Big gain on first down. Wow.
What that quarterback's looking at, there's a gap there. If there's room in that hole, they're going to run dive. If not, they're going to check over and do something else.
And they got so many plays in their playbook running out of this offense. It's just it's kind of fun to watch unless you're the opposition, so not so much then. Everybody's in tight.
Same play. We've got to slide a D lineman over a half a person, and then we can keep them from running that play.
So the McGehee Owls are going to get a first down and 10 as they move the ball across the 45 down to the 43-yard line of the Dumas Bobcats. Just underway, second quarter action. Cats on top, 14-7. First down and 10 for McGehee. Hughes, everybody's in tight, no receivers. And number 2 is going to get the handoff. One missed tackle in the backfield, but they did a pretty good job of cleaning that up. So that is going to be Jay Love on the carry, and he's going to gain a yard. The Bobcats missed a tackle in the backfield, but they came in and cleaned it up very quickly, held him to a yard gain, and that is a big defense for the Dumas Bobcats. Second down now and long for McGehee. 10:30 just underway, second quarter action as the McGehee Owls have the football, second down and 9. Cats on top, 14-7 in this ball game. Ball's at the 42-yard line of the Dumas Bobcats as Hughes comes under center. And, man, they're just stacked on top of each other. We've seen it for years. And now Hughes is going to keep, and he is going to be held to short gain as he's going to move the ball over the 45 down to the 39, or excuse me, over the 40.
It's getting a little chippy out there.
So they're going to move the ball down to the 39. We'll see where they spot it officially, but it's going to bring up a third down and 6 for McGehee. Now, they're probably in four-down territory the way they run the football early in this game. But if you can make a stop and drop him for a loss of a couple,
I think they would punt.
That could change things.
But if they get
2 yards.
On yard or 2, they're going for it.
I agree, 100%.
Got to watch the football here.
Quarterback.
What I just say? I just said you have to watch the football here. You have to watch the football.
So we're not going to give them the first down, but, boy, we've really cleaned their third down up for them. Now it's third down and a couple on that 5-yard offsides penalty against the Dumas Bobcats. And, we're 9 games into the season. We gotta clean that stuff up.
Got to be disciplined.
Yep. So the ball's now spotted at the 34-yard line, and they're looking at a third down and just a little over a yard. We'll call it third down and 1 for McGehee.
If they don't get it on this play, they're going.
Oh, no doubt about it now. That changed everything there.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb and say they'll go for it.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to have to with third down in the yard. And the quarterback's going to hand off to the first man. He's going to get what he needed, and he's going to move the ball to the 31, first down and 10 for McGehee. Boy, and it's easy to stand up here and say you've got to play mistake-free football. Right. But, boy, when you got a team as good as McGehee, the way they run the ball, you've got to try your hardest to play mistake-free football. Any little mistake, a good football team, and the same way with Dumas. If McGehee makes a mistake or two, the Cats can make them pay.
Right.
So it's first down and 10. Ball's just shy of the 30-yard line of Dumas with 8:52 left to go in the second quarter. Cats on top, holding on to a 14-7 lead. First man, straight up the middle, just running right up the gut right now, and that's a gain of about 7.
That's a trap.
Man.
He let that guard get in there and clear the way, then he just followed behind him.
So we'll let them spot the football, but a big gain on first down. That is a gain of 8. It's going to bring up second down and 8. Second down and 2 after a gain of 8. Moves the ball down to the Dumas Bobcat 23-yard line. And that's kind of silenced the Dumas crowd just a little bit. And now if we can get that second turnover I talked about right here, that would really be big.
I'd like two per half.
Yeah, 2 per half. We need to add.
And they could actually be calling motion.
That time
he hit that hole, man.
He hit it hard.
That guard is changing his feet before the ball is snapped. That could be called motion, but they're not going to call it with that type set.
So number 12 on the carry for the McGehee Owls, and he's going to move the ball deep inside the red zone down to looks like up the 13-yard line of the Dumas Bobcats, where they'll have a fresh set of downs. So McGehee threatens to tie this football game back up here. Bobcat defense kind of back on their heels just a little bit. Need to make a big stop here to keep McGehee out of the end zone. And McGee's just content to run it right up the gut.
Up the gut,
dive.
And
they're getting what they want.
The first man through, little dive play. That was Duke Brown that time on the carry.
Right. The thing about it, the way they're driving it now, if you let them score here, they take momentum back, man. It's just like we didn't have that score.
That's right.
At a 0-0.
Takes it away from them.
And let you come back and answer.
So the ball is at the 4-yard line. I think they can get a first down. at around the 3. So it's going to be second down and a couple. So it is second down. I think they need about a yard to get a first down officially.
They're going straight up the middle.
And they are going up the middle.
Straight up the middle.
No signal. They're not going to need the first down. They're going
to. He's probably about an inch away, half a yard.
Yeah, so it's going to be
down at the 1.
Going to be first and goal from the 1 yard line for McGehee.
You already know they're giving it straight up the middle to 12 or 4. There's no secret.
So first down and goal. Now this offensive series or this drive for the McGehee has been textbook with that kind of offense. Exactly the way it's supposed to be ran. Chip away at the field, chip away at the clock, chip away at the chains, and, chip away at the Bobcat defense as well. First and goal from the 1. People are just stacked in there everywhere. Quarterback's going to kick.
Right to number 4.
Number 4 did get it. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, McGehee, with 6:23 left to go in the half. And the McGehee Owls have pulled to within 1, awaiting the point after attempt. So that was a textbook drive by McGehee. And we await the point after attempt now for McGehee. So the McGehee Owls special teams comes to the line, and we await the point after attempt with 6:23 left to go here in the second quarter. Number 40 is the kicker. Good snap, good hold. The kick is up, and it splits the uprights. Good. 6:23. We're all tied up at 14 here tonight. Ag Bowl 2024 all tied at 14. So, wow, man, what a big turn of events there. And you hear how quiet this Dumas crowd got. Man, that was a momentum swing.
It's just like the score is 0-0, man. That was a big answer by McGehee, man. Showed a lot of poise to drive down the field and come back and score a touchdown after a big play from Dumas and Raylan Spratt on the previous possession by Dumas. And now what you got to ask is, what is Dumas going to do right here? Are you going to let that affect you, or are you going to come back and push the ball down the field and try to get some points on the scoreboard before halftime?
Yeah, we need to get a good return. Use up about 6 minutes and 22 seconds of this rest of this quarter, score, and go into halftime with the lead because they get the ball back.
Get the ball. That's right. They absolutely do.
Hey, I'm only a basketball coach, but I'm just going to say, 2 for 2, and he's got 2 touchdowns. I'm going to get Spratt the ball. And there's Spratt with the ball.
Spratt's got the football over the far sideline looking for something doing. He moves across the 30. Forced out of bounds around the 32-33. We'll let him get it spotted up, but the Bobcats are going to have a first down and 10.
Yeah. You got to let him. Spratt has to touch the ball somewhere on this possession. He's been electric.
Hillman Kilgore.
Got to. It's mandatory.
So first down and 10 for the Dumas Bobcats. The ball's actually spotted at the 31-yard line of Dumas.
Right.
6:17 left to go in the half. Now, the scoreboard's not right. Remember, you got that one light that won't go off. So it's actually 14-14.
Right.
And it's so, I don't know why I'm telling the crowd. They probably don't see it unless they see it on the upstairs camera. So the quarterback's going to hand off and he's trying to run the football.
Yeah, nothing doing there. Hey, man, like I said, 2 for 2. You got to get Spratt the ball.
It's going to.
2 for 2.
Yep.
Hey, 2 times, 2 touchdowns. Hey, ain't no secret.
So we're going to lose the ball back to the 30. Loss of about a yard. Second down and 9 as the Bobcats come to the line with a second down and long. Not running the ball well at all.
Yeah, we got doubles. You got doubles. He's got outside leverage.
Quarterback looks to the sideline to change the call. We do see Marcus Kilgore split wide to the right side of the field.
Yeah,
Spratt on the left.
Yep. Kilgore has good outside leverage out here with no help.
Quarterback drops back, plenty of time to throw. Now he's going to
unload. Outside leverage. Oh, we got to catch that.
Yep, that's a ball that's got to be called there. And we've talked about that all season as well.
The DB hollering about seatbelt, but he got beat. He just didn't catch the ball.
So it's going to be third down and 11 for the Bobcats. And, Wow, almost good catch.
Yeah.
And those almost, that word, when you put the word almost in there, that is a bad deal. Now we're backed up on our heels a little bit with a third down. And
look, they got 2 over top on spread. That's why I like that doubles over there, so you have to count for that other guy on him.
Trips to the right-hand side of the football field. They play on the near hash mark or close to it. Quarterback drops back, looking to throw. Plenty of time. Flushed out of the pocket now. He's going to throw, and he just threw the ball up in the stands.
2 for 2, man. Spread has to touch the football.
So we're going to have to punt the football away to McGehee.
Touch the football, man.
So we're going to
2 for 2.
Punt the ball away with 5:15 left to go here, all tied up at 14. But McGee's going to get the football, and they're probably going to get pretty good field position as well. So the Bobcats will be punting. Line of scrimmage is the 30. Punter's going to be standing around his own 20. And, man, he needs to put a foot into this one. If he could get over the return man's head, because they're going to get good field position. They got plenty of time on the clock. And he is going to have a short punt, and it takes just a roll out of bounds. But, boy, they're going to get good field position up. I don't know where it went out of bounds. It was on the far sideline. We'll wait and see where they spot it. But it's going to be up near midfield. So McGehee is going to have the football. They haven't spotted it, but it's up somewhere around the 45-yard line or so. We'll wait till they spot it. 5 minutes, 9 seconds left to go in the opening half. So they're going to spot the football at the 48 of McGehee. First down and 10 for the Owls. They have 5 minutes.
Which is plenty of time.
Plenty of time in a tied football game.
We haven't had a timeout in this half, so there's full 3 timeouts on both sides of the football.
Yeah, they got a ton of time to play football. Handoff this time to number 12 over right side. Going to be dropped for a loss of a couple up near midfield. So he's going to move the ball up to the 50. It's going to be a gain of 2, second down and 8. So second down and 8 from midfield for McGehee. We're inside 4:52 to play in the half. Be sure to stick around at the half for the Bears True Value Halftime Show. And we will talk a little bit more about our playoff picture and maybe some scores from our conference and maybe around the area as well. So second down and long now for McGehee. They spotted it just across the 50 to the 49. So it's second down and 7 for McGehee. One receiver splits out.
Motion.
But, man, they are
he's
moving.
Running that football, man.
Power running.
Man, he's running that
He's going to be
hard.
close to the sticks. It's going to be close enough to stop the clock and look at as he moves the ball across the 45 down near the 42-yard line, running downhill. They're going to move the chains, first down and 10 for the McGehee Owls. So another first down and 10. We're all tied up at 14. 4 minutes, 14 seconds left. And McGehee has a pocket full of timeouts as well. So we'll see how they handle and manage this the rest of this half, because they do get the ball back, like you said, to begin third quarter action. Kickoffs, all the kickoffs tonight have been brought to you by Dumas Family Pharmacy. Right over the left side.
Just dive.
And he's just diving and kicking and just scratching for more, and he's going to move the ball down to the 35-yard line of Dumas. Wow, big gain there. It's going to bring up a second down and 2 for McGehee. And, man, they are just running this offense right now to perfection. So we got to, we've seen McGehee falter on a couple of series, but they've ran their offense at perfection, and the Bobcats have ran their offense a couple of times to perfection as well with that spread. So we'll see who can stay closer to perfect in this football game. Second down, handoff this time.
Well, you know me. I'm going to be honest. You know me. All I know is I'm a basketball coach, and when I play in those games, I'm going to feed the hot hand. As somebody hitting some shots, you got to keep getting them the ball. And like I said, he's 2 for 2, man. He scored twice. You can't go a possession without giving him a touch on offense. He has to touch the football, man. He has. We got 14 points by giving him the ball.
Two touches, two touchdowns.
Two
I
touchdowns.
think I would take those odds.
Yeah, I would have gave him a touch, man. You got to give him.
So they're going to stop the clock, look this over, and give the McGehee Owls a first down and 10. Fresh set of downs for McGehee. Sorry about that, Coach.
That's all right.
Quarterback looks things over. Hughes calling snaps tonight for McGehee. Works under center, hands off to number 10 over the right side.
Man, he made a good move. That's Lil Brown. Got two brothers out there. 4 and number 10 are brothers. Man,
that's Rashad there.
Yeah, he's a little bitty and the quick one. The other brother's a little bigger, man. He's quick, man.
Gain of
that
5.
Quarterback's coming up to the line of scrimmage, and he's counting. If he's got numbers somewhere, that's where they're going to run it.
Yep. And you have to wonder why.
That's part of it. That's part of. I'm sorry. That's part of McGraw. That's what they do on that wing tee.
Why more teams? Of course, we have seen some teams running this year, but it's a pretty potent offense when you run it right. 2nd down and 5 now for the McGehee Owls. We're under 2 minutes to play.
That guy there runs hard, man.
And they're going to hand off this time coming over the left side. Moves the ball across the 25.
Poley runs hard, man.
And he is going to be on his feet at the 24-yard line, short of a first down. And McGee's still sitting on 3 timeouts. We're inside the 2-minute mark. Now they're going to call a timeout. I guess we may have been thinking the same, but it's 3rd down in the yard. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
DePaul Community Health Centers in Dumas and Gould provide excellent, compassionate health care services to children and adults in the community. The health center's medical, dental, and women's health services, including a wellness center, focus on addressing the needs of the individual. For more than 30 years, they have proudly served the people of the Delta and always put your total health first. Call DePaul Community Health Centers today for your medical or dental needs. DePaul Community Health Center at 870-382-3080. Go Bobcats.
3rd down in the yard for McGehee. Breaks powered by Barry's True Value. 1:40 left to go in the half, and we're all knotted up at 14. McGehee on the move here, though, with a 3rd down and short. They call their first time out of the half. And they got a lot to talk about. It's been a long time out, so they must have had a lot to talk about. But so right now we see them running their wing tee type offense to near perfection on the last couple of series, and the Bobcats are going to have to go in the locker room at the half. They're going to have to come up with some kind of answer, and they've got to figure out a way to get some penetration, make some tackles. But the big thing we've got to do, if you get a hand on the running back, you've got to be the one to make the stop. You cannot let it.
And 12's a big old boy.
He is a big guy.
Yeah. What?
So 3rd down and short.
4-down territory.
No doubt about that. 1:40. And they're going to get the first down as he's going to just got a yard or two. He only needed a yard. He's going to get the ball to the 21-yard line, and that's going to move the chains.
He tripped over one of his offensive lineman's foot.
So,
thank goodness.
Don't let them lull you to sleep right here and get you caught sleep, and they hit one of those tight ends coming out.
You know,
on a little street. Little street.
They have not even attempted to pass.
Yeah, they haven't attempted to pass. So don't let them lull you to sleep right here.
You go to sleep, and then next thing you know, they got a guy running in the back of the end zone wide open.
I think they're going to run up the middle. My call. I don't know. That's what they're going to do this time. And he's going to move the ball inside the red zone down to the 18. And we're down near the 1-minute mark, about 1:11, and there's going to be a timeout called once again by the McGehee Owls because they know if they can score here, they're going to get the ball right back in the 3rd quarter. And, boy, they're going to go up a touchdown if they score on this possession. It could get a little sketchy.
You know, if they open up the quarter with another score, then they've got a 2-touchdown lead.
Then you got a problem.
So we definitely need a huge stop right here.
So we all know what we need here. And we need a big stop. They've got 18 yards to get another score, and they've got 1:09 to do it. They can get a couple of so they can get one first down at the 11 and then another one at the 1. So, the Bobcats have some options here, and they have an opportunity to make a big defensive stand, create another turnover maybe, and to keep this McGehee team out of this end zone no matter what you have to do. You gotta dig down, reach down a little deeper here on defense, and you've got to play just a little bit harder because you do not want to go down a touchdown in this half. So the officials now are whistling to the McGehee Owls to come on and let's play football here with 1:09 left to go in the 2nd quarter. We're all tied at 14. I know there's some confused fans here in Dumas looking at a 19-14 scoreboard, but the scoreboard's broke. So now they're going to split a receiver wide to the left, twins to the right, a totally different set. And the quarterback's going to run to the right, and we got a missed tackle in the backfield, and we called that. You cannot miss a tackle in the backfield, and that's exactly what happened. And the quarterback's going to sweep, and what he's doing is he's running behind those receivers who were blocking for him. And he's going to move the ball. We'll see where they spot him. But it's going to be a 1st and goal. He's inside the 10. Looks like around the 9. And we still have a minute to play, and they have a timeout left. So right now the McGehee offense is just hitting on all 8 cylinders. And the Bobcat defense is looking for an answer here, trying to make a stop. And this got the Dumas crowd hushed, to say the least. Here we go, 1st down and goal from the 9-yard line for McGehee. 1 minute and 1 second to play in the half. Quarterback this time is going to hand off, and he's going down at the 10, so he's going to lose about a yard. The big news about that is that clock's running, and McGehee is going to have to burn their final timeout after this snap. And so the Dumas defense made a big stop right there. Now it's 2nd down and goal from the 10. 2nd down and goal from the 10. If you can make a quick stop here, you force them into getting that last timeout out of the way. Quarterback rolls to his right. He's going to throw, and he has no receiver anywhere. The receiver's on the ground. The defender's on the ground. The pass is incomplete, and that's going to stop the clock with 24 seconds. So now it's 3rd down and goal from the 10. So that stops the clock. It gives them a free timeout, basically. Didn't need that to happen, but the receiver and I guess the defender kind of got tangled up a little bit.
Well, no, the receiver fell down as he made his cut on his route. And then the DB fell on top of him trying to cover him.
So it's incomplete. 3rd down and goal from the 10-yard line. 24 seconds and 1 timeout left for McGehee.
Huge play right
This
here.
is a big 3rd down play here for the Dumas Bobcats. You need to make a stand. They're going back to their traditional running offense. And the quarterback's going to roll. He's going to throw. He's going to throw complete. But he is going to be stood up at the 5, and that clock's running. He's going to be marked down at the 5-yard line. And we're down to 12, 11. He's going to let this clock run all the way down. I guess run one play, do or die for a touchdown, because McGehee they are sitting on 1 timeout. And they're going to stop it.
It's not halftime.
So McGehee is going to call a timeout, 1 play. And this so far to me, we're tied up at 14. This is the biggest play of the football game for both teams.
Oh, yes, definitely.
This is the biggest play of the football game. And if the Bobcats can make a stand, that is a moral victory, because they're getting the football back. McGehee are getting the football back in the 3rd quarter. The Bobcats have got to make a stand here.
We're going to kick a field goal. They got to kick a field goal.
So they are going to bring the field goal. Yeah. I didn't even see that coming.
Yeah, I just saw him. I said, yeah, they're going to kick a field goal.
So they're going to bring the field goal kicker on. And I didn't even see that coming. I thought they were lined up. Number 40's out there to kick this field goal. And now the Bobcats are going to call a timeout.
Good job that they called it, because we had jumped offside.
So the Bobcats are going to call a timeout. And man, oh man, they're going to try a field goal. This is going to be a chip shot. This is going to be about a 24-yard attempt for McGehee. So it shouldn't be. It should be pretty much a chip shot. And I was thinking really one-dimensional there. I wasn't even thinking about a field goal attempt.
All right.
So that's what McGehee is planning. So the Dumas Bobcat defense is going to call a timeout. And McGehee is going to come in after this timeout to attempt a field goal.
How you doing?
We're all tied up 14-14 in favor of nobody. And that's tough, because they're getting the football. You know, and this –
well, good thing it is at an angle. It's on the left hash.
Yep, that is true. But, you know, this is –
I'd rather it be on the right hash.
You know, any other time holding them to a field goal is a big deal. But, man, giving them any kind of lead going into halftime, that is potentially trouble. The way they're running the ball now and coming out in the 3rd quarter, we've got to stop that run. But right now, we got to see how this field goal works out, and you'll see a momentum swing one way or another. If he misses, Dumas crowd's going to get crazy. If he hits it, same for McGehee. It's going to get loud either way.
It's going to be a 22-yard field goal attempt.
So this should be a chip shot for number 40 as he awaits the snap. It's a good snap, good hold. The kick is up, and it is going to be good. He squeaks it over, man.
After booming those extra points, he barely got that over.
And Tim Martin is limping. I wonder what happened there.
So the McGehee Owls are going to take a 17-14 lead over the Bobcats going into halftime. That is the end of the second quarter. So the halftime score 17-14 in favor of McGehee. And we'll be back in 3 minutes with the Berries True Value halftime show. Y'all stick around.
From your first paycheck to your first home, starting your own business, or celebrating your retirement, we're here for all of life's important moments. At Simmons Bank, our modern banking solutions make managing your finances effortless and efficient, so you can focus on what matters most. Simmons Bank, proud supporter of the moments that matter. SimmonsBank.com, member FDIC, equal housing lender, all accounts subject to approval.
Bob's Tire Service Station in Dumas is celebrating over 50 years of full service at the same location for their customers the old-fashioned way, and they're ready to service all your tire needs. Bob's Tire Service Station carries a variety of tires, including all major brands from the smallest of lawnmower tires to the largest of tractor and combine tires, and has 2 service trucks to help you out of your next jam. Call Bob's Tire Service Station at 870-382-BOBS or at 870-382-4868. Bob's Tire and Full Service Station at 205 South Main Street in Dumas.
One automobile is the undisputed classic, the BMW 530i xDrive. Saracen Casino is giving the ultimate driving machine to one lucky player. Play all November at Saracen and score entries into the drawing for your chance to drive home in an exciting BMW 530i xDrive from BMW of Little Rock and Saracen Casino. At 40 minutes from Central Arkansas, Saracen is Arkansas's closest place to play.
Saracen Casino Resort, Vegas, Arkansas style.
Gambling problem? Call 800-GAMBLER.
Arkansans have trusted the expert surgical teams at Baptist Health for more than a century. And through the years, we've excelled at surgery that puts the patient first. Heart surgery, orthopedic surgery, neurosurgery, breast cancer surgery, and any surgical challenge you face. At Baptist Health, we put all our effort into perfecting one very particular type of surgery, yours. Learn more at baptist-health.com. Baptist Health, for you, for life.
Inks and Threads of Dumas is your printing headquarters. T-shirts, banners, caps, bags, athletic wear, and more. Inks and Threads is your one-stop shop for screen printing, monogramming, and personalization. If you need something to wear to support your favorite team, Inks and Threads has the perfect T-shirt, sweatshirt, or jersey just for you. Whether you wear purple and gold, blue, green, or Razorback red, they have you covered. And hunting season is right around the corner, and they can also outfit your family and hunting club. Open Monday through Saturday in the front lobby of Southern Starch Dry Cleaners at 720 Metter Drive in Dumas. Inks and Threads makes it personal.
The love of football defines fall weekends, and in many homes, our families. But it's a demanding sport that can cause injury. That's why UAMS Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is on sidelines and in locker rooms for high schools and colleges across the state, ready to care for athletes with clinics in Central and Northwest Arkansas. UAMS Health, official orthopedics and sports medicine provider for Razorback Athletics and future Razorbacks all over Arkansas. Learn more at uams.health/team.
And welcome to the Berries True Value of Dumas halftime show. Halftime score is the McGehee Owls 17, Dumas Bobcats 14. It's been a good football game, and McGehee got to cooking with that offense, and boy, they had a couple of good series and put points on the board both times. So everybody doing a little cable dance.
I tell you, our big thing right now is we're negative. We've got 5 carries for negative 6 yards, but we're 9 for 12 passing for 130 yards and 2 touchdowns. And like Coach was saying, I don't know. Spratt's got 2 touches. He's got 2 touchdowns. I've got to get the ball in his hands.
Yeah, you got to get your playmaker involved in the football game, and then that spreads things out because they're going to really start paying a lot of attention to that young man, and that gives you a few more options there. But I'm with you guys, man. We got to get back in this football game. We got a 3-point deficit, and we've got to kick the football away to McGehee to begin the third quarter. And we've got to find a stop on that offensive series. We cannot let them go up 10 points. I don't think
I would almost try the onside kick.
And we talked about it. It's late in the season. it's time to pull out all the stops, and it's time to make something.
You don't need to hide anything you've got.
That's right.
You got to pull out your entire arsenal and do whatever you got to do to win this ball game.
All that stuff you've been saving up tonight's the night. You've got this is a big game, and not just for the playoff ramification, but it's just a big game in general for everybody involved. And so you're right. You got to pull out all the stops. But I will say McGehee is running the ball well. And they've got their offense clicking the way that we expected them to be able to run. And the Bobcat defense has had – and I did notice if we can push them to the outside and make them run a little bit east and west, we tend to be able to handle that a little bit better. But when they're just running right up the gut, just punching the ball right up the middle, it's tough. It's tough.
I figured Coach Treadwell and the defensive staff are going to come up with some changes, try to take that inside game away from them. Make them go to the outside a little more. That's what we're going to have to do, because if you don't make them change, they're not going to change.
Yep, that's right. Yeah, they're going to dance with the one that brung them. So we gotta make them do something different. And seeing them throw the ball a couple times there kind of surprised me. I didn't see that.
Well, that's the kind of thing about that offense. You demoralize someone by just pounding, and you also lull them to sleep.
Right.
And then when they go to sleep, that's when you hit them with the tight end dumps or the waggles.
Yeah,
and
he had to throw a little bit toward that end because that time got to running out on him.
Yeah,
so they had to throw. I mean, like you said, we got to stop them from running, man. When they're running north and south, they're giving us problems. And also when you look offensively, we had to look, as you said, and I was saying it as well. 2 for 2, Spratt. He scored 2 touchdowns. You got to stay. You got to give him a touch on the next series. Also, one thing that I did notice when we were on offense, when we go 4 receivers with him on one side, they put one in front of him and one behind. If we go trips on one side,
well, they know what kind of athlete Raylan is.
Right.
Those guys have coached him in junior high, so they know what kind of athlete Raylan is. They know he can be a game changer.
Right.
So they're going to do whatever they can to slow him down, and he's got 2 touches with those 2-2 covering.
Right.
And
but what I'm saying is when we go trips or we go bunt 4 on one side, they double it. But when we go doubles, now it's more mano-a-mano, and that's where he's gotten his scores at when we went with another receiver on his side.
They're covering up the 2, then they've got the safety cheating to his side.
Right. And he just made a big play, man, because the guy was so worried about him going outside on the last touchdown that Raylan beat him easily inside 4 posts. And then like I said, once you get him in the open field, he's electric. He's an electric athlete. So we're not knotted up. It's 17.
17
field goals. So.
Kilgore's only touched the ball 1 time.
Yeah, he's touched it 1 time.
So we've got to get Spratt the ball more. We got to get Kilgore to more.
And our running game has been non-existent. And the thing that's hurting us when you said it, when our quarterback has time to throw it, he's not bad with the quick dumps and the passes. Right. But if they flush him out just a little bit, then it's not good.
No,
it's not good at all.
And we've talked about that in other games where I wanted to see early, put a little pressure on the quarterback, make him scramble, see how good he is. Unfortunately, like you said, that's what they've been doing to our quarterback. Right. And when he's under a little pressure, he's just not as accurate. No. So we got to give him a little bit more time to set his feet and make those good, accurate throws because he has the receiving core out there. So
and I'll be honest, in the previous games, I'll be honest, we've actually ran the ball pretty good throughout this year, I thought. But I'm going to be honest, McGehee has totally shut the run down.
They have.
Tonight. Yep. I'm talking about totally. What they're saying is we're not going to let you run up the middle. We're not going to let you run into that. Hey, we're trying to give you quick pass, but it's hard to count for Spratt deep, man. He's electric. You got what do we got? We got quick scores for us on our end, and we got pound from McGehee. Should be a very interesting ball game in the second half, man.
But what I still see that is the difference in this football game is our special teams play. Our kicker kicked the ball to the half-yard line. He couldn't do anything any
Kicked
better.
Out his mind.
And they ran the ball back 99
and like I said,
yards.
And if I'm a coach on the other side, I'm watching that ball still rolling. Let it go in the end zone. We'll take the ball to 20. But then you go, That's a great thing that he picked that ball up.
Never picked that ball up at the half-yard line ever, but, boy, he did and did something with it.
He made a play, man.
And made a couple people miss, and then it was to the house.
And that's one of those, like you said, those are those keys. And like I said, I always love to say this because Coach McGraw was that coach, but that's just one of those keys on the special teams. Hey, don't get risky. Stay in your lane. Contain outside, and what had to happen when somebody got out of position, somebody got out of their lane, gave up the outside, and then the rest is history. Right. And in these games, you can't get off game plan. You got to stick to what you've been executing, what you've been practicing all week long, because the way that they're teaching, if they teach it, it stops it. If you make a mistake, you pay. That's in a game like this.
That's absolutely right. And this game very well could come down to who makes the fewest mistakes. But, boy, we've got to stop that McGehee run. You're listening to the Berries True Value of Dumas halftime show live tonight from Tidwell Field, senior night and Ag Bowl at the same time here. So, big crowd both sides. Dumas came out in droves. So did McGehee. They obviously are going to follow this football team wherever they have to. So we'll have a big crowd. We have another big half of football. We're going to update some scores from around the area. When we come back, we'll be back in 3 minutes.
Only score
Many surrounding hospitals no longer deliver babies, but Delta Memorial Hospital in Dumas does. Our Delta to Deliver program includes free gifts for mom and baby. We have large, comfortable labor and delivery suites, and we offer personal one-on-one care throughout your delivery with prenatal care on site and at our Delta Health Services. Choose Delta Memorial Hospital for safe, convenient care for you and your baby. Delta Memorial Hospital, care for you close to home.
Looking for a college that offers exceptional opportunities close to home? For over 150 years, Lyon College has been the launch pad for successful careers right here in Arkansas. With a strong academic reputation, competitive athletics, and a stunning campus in beautiful Batesville, Lyon College is dedicated to shaping graduates who make a difference in their communities. Discover what Lyon has to offer by visiting lyon.edu. Lyon College, building a better world starting in Arkansas.
Little Rock is a place where you'll be amazed by everything that awaits every member of the family. Explore sites like the Little Rock Zoo or hike to the top of Central Arkansas at Pinnacle Mountain State Park, which opened its brand new visitor center in 2023. Learn about the world around us at the Museum of Discovery, a nationally ranked children's museum, and at the Central Arkansas Nature Center, where you can see alligators up close. You can tour the Oval Office at the Clinton Presidential Library and walk in the footsteps of civil rights pioneers at the historic Central High School. Learn more at littlerock.com today.
Pop's Car Wash is a proud Dumas Bobcat supporter with 9 locations across southeast Arkansas to serve you. Bring your cars, trucks, big rigs, boats, and ATVs to any of our locations in Dumas, Monticello, Warren, 2 locations in Lake Village and Dermott, and the newest location on 28th Street in Pine Bluff. Customer service is our #1 goal, and we appreciate your business. Pop's Car Wash, now with 9 locations across southeast Arkansas to serve you. The Lambert family says, go Bobcats.
We all have our traditions, from Friday night lights to Saturday morning hunts. These are the traditions we pass down to the next generation. We might have hung up our cleats a long time ago, but come tomorrow morning, we can still put on our camo and hunter orange, because some traditions last a lifetime. Get your hunting license and enjoy a season of memories, both on the field and in the woods. This message is brought to you by the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission. Hunt natural.
As a community bank, Merchants and Farmers is closely tied to the businesses, organizations, and most importantly, to the people in the communities it serves. We have been since 1909. We offer the big bank products, but are small bank friendly. We're dedicated to providing great customer service, all the while getting to know our customers. Hence our motto, building relationships one customer at a time. We'd like to invite you to be next. Stop in today to see why your experience here matters. Merchants and Farmers Bank of Dumas. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to the Merchants and Farmers. Welcome back to the Berries True Value halftime show. I'm trying to start the game all over again, Coach. But welcome to the Berries True Value halftime show tonight, as the Dumas band is on the field performing for this senior night crowd here at Tidwell Field. The McGehee Owls hold a 17-14 lead over the Dumas Bobcats in a game that's been back and forth. But McGehee finally got settled in with their offense, running the ball well and able to move the ball pretty well against the Bobcats. Dumas has thrown the ball well. Coach, our running game has been pretty much non-existent.
Well, a couple of times we tried to run our big fullback, basically, let him run east and west and make a cut, and that's not his style. Then we brought number 11 in, and he had one carry, and basically we lost 6 yards when the quarterback took sacks, and that goes against your rushing.
That's right, absolutely. So what are our numbers? Do you have them handy?
We are 5 carries for -6 yards rushing, and 9 for 12 passing for 130 yards and 2 touchdowns.
There you go, 132 touchdowns. Those aren't bad numbers at all. And McGehee, they've just been pounding the ground, try to throw it a few times. Nothing really doing there for the McGehee Owls. But, boy, they've ran the ball well here, and the Bobcat defense got to figure out a way to stop that. We do have some scores from around the area. I have a conference score. Fordyce over Rising, 16-15.
And Rising has led. They scored the opening score. Then Fordyce came back, scored, went for 2, took an 8-7 lead. Rising goes back down, scores, goes for 2, takes a 15-8 lead, and then Fordyce scores with about just a few seconds left in the half, gets a 2-point conversion, go up 16-15.
Man, that's a game in itself right there. We have some scores from around the area that are non-conference, but they're of interest as these have been some of our conference foes in the past. But we have Star City over Stuttgart 7-0, and DeWitt 21-10 over Hamburg. Those are both in the first half. So those are some of the scores we have.
Huge game down at Hamburg for the Dragons. They win. They're setting themselves up to be the 2 seed out of the 8-4A. Star City wins. They still got a possibility to go to the playoffs. And if Stuttgart loses their last 2 games, I believe they are out of the playoffs, which a storied program like Stuttgart, they don't miss the playoffs very often.
They sure don't. And they're in that must-win situation with these next 2 football games. The Bobcats, not necessarily in the must-win. We're in the really, really need to win bad for our playoff picture,
right?
To keep us in a 3rd seed. Because when you get in a 4th or 5th seed, a seeded position,
you're traveling somewhere you don't want to travel.
And you're playing some
pretty good football
teams.
That's
right. You're gonna. It's not your best situation. And we've been there and did okay, but that's not the situation you want to be in. But we can go a long ways from keeping that from happening by winning this football game tonight. We got our hands full with these McGehee Owls. We trail at the half 17-14. But we know we have an explosive offense. We know we can put points on the board. So you don't want to get in a football game where it's just back and forth. You score, right. They score, and you hope one team or the other makes a mistake. Because if you get behind McGehee, they can burn so much time.
They can shorten the game real quick.
And force you into kind of a panic mode if you're behind. So you've got, if you're going to play that back and forth game, you need to be the one that's on top by a score and a half, a couple scores, a touchdown, and maybe a field goal or something. But right now, McGehee set themselves up to be that team, leading 17-14 in the half, knowing they're going to get the football back in the 3rd quarter. So the Bobcat defense is we're just going to have to be ready for them. We're going to have to figure out a way to make a big stop. Another one of those turnovers. I thought that if we could make 2 turnovers in this football game, we could win this game. We made one, scored a touchdown on it. If we could make a turnover, create another turnover, break their momentum, and score on that possession, that's the big deal. If you create a turnover, you got to make that team pay.
We've got to slow them down on first down. We can't give them more than 2 or 3 yards on first down, maybe even on second down. Put them in a passing situation where they need to pass the ball.
That's right. Get them out of their comfort zone a little bit.
Right.
Make them do something that they're not as used to doing.
Getting 4 to 5 yards on per play, they're not going to throw the football.
That's right. They're not going to be forced into that. They're not going to have to throw the football. You're absolutely right. Now the Bobcats next week are on the road. We travel over to Drew County to take on the Drew Central
Pirates.
The Drew Central Pirates. But we play on Thursday night, so don't forget. We'll flood Facebook with that throughout the week, and we'll get the information out there but we play Thursday night. Same pregame time, 6:30, same kickoff, 7. But we will be on the road at Drew Central Thursday night. So be sure to tune in on Thursday, because my phone will be blowing up Friday night. Hey, dude, you're not on the air. I said, well, I know I'm up a tree.
Yeah. Well,
so, but
I'm
yeah.
not sure where I'll be next weekend, but my grandbaby's first birthday is next Saturday, so I know where I will be that day.
That's right. That's right. No doubt about it. Those grandbabies are a special thing. I'd heard that my whole life. I thought it's just a kid. Boy, was I wrong.
Hey, they say you don't know love until you have a grandchild.
That's it. Now, I got to say something about my grandbaby. He goes to school in McGehee and wears that McGehee Owl jersey on Friday nights, and so I went and bought him last week a Dumas Bobcat jersey. So we're working on the jersey situation. But we are a house divided during this football game.
Well, my wife and daughter are sitting on the 50-yard line. My daughter is a 5th grade teacher, and she's also the junior high cheer coach down there. My wife teaches kindergarten and has for many years at McGehee. My son teaches high school history. My daughter-in-law, Hannah, is a 2nd grade teacher at McGehee. I'm the only one out. I'm the odd duck out here.
That's right. You are. But that's all right. We're glad to have you on the Dumas side. And that's a good place for you to be. And we are, we're just excited to be here in this football game. This is a big game every year, whether it's played in Dumas or McGehee. And, man, I'm glad it's a conference game as well. That just adds a little bit more to it.
It adds fuel to the fire.
Absolutely, it does that. And I'm glad it's a conference game. We're just about ready for third quarter action. The Dumas band putting on a show, and they've got the baton with the fire on it. They've been doing that for umpteen years, and I'm glad it came a little rain because the field looks a little dry.
I think say if it hadn't rained and that fire hit the field, we would probably be clearing the facility.
It could have been a bad deal, but
because we practice on this field every day, and the middle of the field is got a little bit of grass left. I have babied this place all year long, hoping that we'd still have grass by the time playoff time would come around.
It's been tough, man. It's been so dry. Everybody knows that, but it's hard even putting water on grass when it's that dry. It just doesn't do as good.
There's nothing good. I mean, rainwater is the best water you can put on there. But it's held up pretty good.
Yep.
I've only seen a couple of guys slip and fall down. So field's in pretty good shape.
But this will wrap up home games this year for the Bobcats, as we are on the road next week to Drew Central. Then our first playoff game, we have no idea where it's going to be, but we do know we're going to be on the road. There's no doubt about that.
I'll tell you what, I can let you know next Thursday at midnight.
That's right, absolutely. We can figure out a lot. I know that's going to be a little late, but we will be continuing with our live broadcast no matter where we have to travel to.
And, there's a possibility we won't find out till Friday because of what we're one of the few conferences that plays on Thursday.
Yep.
Everybody else still plays traditionally on Friday.
Yep, that is true.
So it might be Friday night before we find out where we're going to go.
So you'll just have to come along with us. We know where you can find us no matter where we are located in the state in that first playoff game. You can find us right here on our YouTube page or Country 106.9 FM because even in the playoffs, we're still your home for live Dumas Bobcat football. So you know where to find us, and we'll get ourselves where we need to be, and we'll be bringing you the coverage throughout the rest of the season for this football team. That is going to wrap up the halftime festivities. That is the end of the Berry's True Value halftime show, and we're ready to play some third quarter football. The McGehee Owls will get the football to begin third quarter. The Cats will have to kick off, and so we'll be back in 2 minutes with the Bobcat kickoff.
Welcome back, Hog fans, for more scratching action from the Arkansas Scholarship Lottery. This is looking like a good one.
First appearance of the dime we've seen all season, Tom.
The luck is thick in here tonight. After all that scratching, she's a winner!
The Arkansas Scholarship Lottery. Every day is a chance to win big. Pick up a ticket today. This is winning. Call or text 1-800-522-4700 for Problem Gambling Helpline.
At H&R Block, we want you to focus on your business while we handle your books. From payroll and bookkeeping to expert tax preparation and advice, we're ready to put our expertise to work for your small business. For the year-round services you need and the one-on-one attention you deserve, partner with H&R Block Business Services. Stop by our office at 395 Highway 65 South in Dumas or give us a call at 870-382-4098 to learn more. At participating offices, services do not include audit, asset, or other services for which a license is required.
When a patient rings the bell after completing cancer treatment, we celebrate one more step toward healing. And with the new UAMS Baptist Health Cancer Center, we celebrate the trusted choice in cancer care. The two greatest healthcare forces in Arkansas have come together to deliver second-to-none treatments with the latest technology, all in celebration of you. Learn more at baptist-healthcancercenter.com. Baptist Health, for you, for life.
Dumas Seed Cleaners is your hunting destination. Find all you need at Dumas Seed Cleaners, like food plot materials, rice bran, wildlife corn, and wheat seed. New deer feeders, trail cameras, and accessories are also available. Before you hit the woods this season, stop by Dumas Seed Cleaners, 115 East Choctaw in Dumas. Call 870-382-5243 and follow them at Dumas Seed Cleaners Inc. on Facebook. Dumas Seed Cleaners, serving Southeast Arkansas for over 45 years and a proud family-owned business in the heart of Dumas.
And the Dumas Family Pharmacy kickoff will be an end-over-end kick, fielded at the 15-yard line. Runs the ball up to the 20, the 25, crosses the 30. Good return on his feet across the 40 and hauled down at the 42-yard line. And we are underway, third quarter action. Welcome back. First down and 10 for the McGehee Owls. And, boy, they got themselves set up in good field position here with a 17-14 lead. First down and 10. Ball's at the 42-yard line of McGehee. Welcome to third quarter action. This is a big drive here, and a big stop here for the Bobcats.
Will go a long way.
Go a long ways in this football game.
We need to stop them, drive down and score,
That's right.
and take the lead back.
Hughes keeps everybody in tight, works under center. And he is going to hand off to number 4, and they just kind of overran the coverage that time. He's going to move the ball across the 45 up near the 46, so a gain of about 4.
Their guard did a good job kicking that end out and opening a hole.
So a gain of 4, second down and a 6 for McGehee, just underway, third quarter action. McGehee on top, 17-14. Dumas making some noise trying to get this football team fired up, this defense fired up, and they're going to have to make a big stop here. You cannot have a deja vu play or series here. You cannot let them get back on that scoreboard. Wing tee.
Checking over.
Yep. Quarterback hands off to the first man right over right tackle, and he's just going to barrel his way. Yeah, he was running backwards, moves the ball across the 45 down near the 42. Huge gain. And it looked like we're trying to strip the ball or make a football tackle, and we got to just make good tackles right now.
We need to hit him at the line of scrimmage and wrap up. And we're reaching instead of moving our body and getting in his way.
So first down and 10 now. Ball's inside Dumas territory at the 42-yard line. And McGee's on the move here, running this. They just run this offense so well. Quarterback's going to hand off. This time he's going to be dropped at the line of scrimmage. Good defensive stand there. Now, question, the McGehee Owls are defending the north end zone here in the third. Didn't they defend the north end zone in the second quarter? Didn't they just score into this end zone?
Yes. Yeah.
Why are they running this way again? Is there something new that I don't know about?
That way we have the clock in the fourth quarter. It was our choice.
Oh, okay.
So we want to have the clock in the fourth quarter.
So, okay, that's what I needed to know. So the Bobcats could choose. Okay, all right, answered that question. Here we go, second down and 10. Bobcat defense made a good stand there. Second down and 10.
And they went in motion.
And they're going to move. That should back them up 5 more yards. And that's what you need, them making a mistake and helping us. So that's going to back them up. It's going to be 2nd down and 15.
Now we might have – they've got to start thinking about a pass play.
And you hope that they haven't been successful throwing the ball. So you hope they get forced into that. And with a 2nd down, if this was 3rd down, I would think they were going to throw, but I bet they're going to run.
They're going to try to get as much back on this play as they can.
So 2nd down and 15. Ball's backed up to the 47-yard line of McGehee, of Dumas. And the quarterback is going to roll to his right, looking to throw, and he is going to throw, and it is going to be incomplete. The ball's going to fall incomplete. Good coverage.
And a good thing he didn't look downfield because
wide open. Like 100 miles open. So it's going to bring up a 3rd down and 15 now for McGehee. Now, this is a big 3rd down here for Dumas. Man, your defense now has to look at this like we have a big opportunity right here to make a stand and get the lead back in this football game, get our offense on this football field. We know we can score. We got to see if we can make a stop. 3rd down and 15 now for McGehee. Owls on top 17-14 early in the 3rd quarter here at Tidwell Field. So they're going to hand off right over right tackle on a little, it's like a dive play or something, crosses the 45 to the 44, but it's 4th down and long.
McGee's going to punt.
And they're bringing the punt team out quick. Now here's where the Bobcats don't need to make a mistake. You don't need to touch that punter. I don't care if we don't get the football back. I don't care if it's
and
at the 2.
We don't need to jump off sides and give them 4th and 7 instead of 4th and 12 because he might change his mind and go for it at that point.
That's true. You cannot give them anything. Right here, you got to make a big stand or a clean punt. You need to field this ball cleanly. Don't bobble the ball. Don't fumble this football. And just get away from it. And they downed it way too early. And that was a break for us as they downed that ball around the 7, and that ball was going to go roll close to the end zone.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, you can tell what Love just did then. His teammate told him he tapped his helmet. He thought that the 5-yard line was the end zone. That's what he just looked at his partner, and he pointed. Said he thought that was the end zone. That's why he dove on it.
So that's right. So it is going to be 1st down and 10 for the Cats from the 6-yard line. Now, we're pinned deep. However, we stopped a scoring drive on their opening drive in the 3rd quarter. That is big. We stopped the McGehee Owls, stopped that running game. So now we've got a 1st down and 10. We've just got to get out of this hole. And I think we all know how to do that. 1st down and 10, twin split to the right. No receivers wide out. Now we're going to put one man in motion. People's moving everywhere. Good gracious, that was a disaster. Everybody moved except the center. He didn't snap the ball. And so that's going to back us up near the goal line, and that was a disastrous offensive play. And so that's going to back the ball up to the 3 officially. We're going to repeat 1st down. 9 minutes to go, just underway, 3rd quarter action. So the Bobcats back deep in their own territory. Ball's at the 3 or 4 yard line. Quarterback looks things over, one receiver. Now they're just going to run the ball right up right tackle and just not running the ball against McGehee tonight.
He's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage.
So Dumas is not running the ball well against McGehee thus far in this football game.
That puts us at -3 yards for the game rushing.
Wow, -3 rushing, and that just shows you that we're pretty one-dimensional against McGehee tonight. 2nd down and 11 for the Dumas Bobcats. Ball's just shy of the 5-yard line. 8:37 left to go in the quarter. Bobcats need to get themselves dug out of this hole if any way possible here. Twins to the right side, one receiver to the left side of the field. Split wide to the right. We see Kilgore. Number 3 is in the backfield with the quarterback. Walker drops back, looking to throw. He's going to throw deep. He has a receiver. There's a hold, but it is called anyway at the 39-yard line.
He still caught it.
No flags.
Job, Marcus Kilgore.
So they're going to show Kilgore down at the 40. Huge play, huge throw and catch there, and it is a 1st down and 10 for the Dumas Bobcats. So Kilgore hauls that one down, and boy, that was huge. That's a big 1st down play there.
And a catch over his shoulder, man. That was great concentration by Kilgore on the play.
Great play
by
They did call
the hold late, and then the Bobcats obviously declined it, but the officials did call the hold. So the Bobcats were in good position there either way, and we've gotten ourselves out of that situation. So now it's first down and 10 from our own 40-yard line. 8 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Quarterback trying to make the defense jump. Kilgore still in the football game. Wide out on the right side. Spratt on the left. And we see Henderson in the slot on the right side as well. Quarterback takes a snap, drops back, looking to throw. He's going to throw deep.
Got him.
Hand checking. The
floated. Yeah.
There's a holding penalty. And
yeah.
So that is going to be another first down for the Dumas Bobcats. Now the Bobcats don't need to do a lot of celebrating here. Just get back to the huddle.
He can't right now. He's having a tough problem checking Marcus Kilgore.
So they are going to mark a holding penalty against the McGehee Owls. Let them get this ball spotted. The Dumas Bobcats going to have great field position. Now this drive started, we were back inside the 4 around the 3-yard line.
There's another flag on the other side of the field.
So they're showing a.
You're going to replay the down.
They're going to replay
that ineligible man down.
Yeah, illegal receiver. Yep, that's right. So they're going to offset. And so we had too many receivers that had downfield, so they're going to back it up. It's going to be first down and 10 all over again from the 40. So we got all that out of the way, and we're going to play that down again. We're inside the 8-minute mark here in the third quarter. McGehee is on top, 17-14 in this football game. Henderson splits to the left side of the field. He's out there with Raylan Spratt. Kilgore is your wide out on the right. Walker takes a snap. Now he's going to keep trying to find a little seam. He's going to get some positive yardage, a couple. And, boy, that just went to pot really, really quick. Looked like he had a mile to run, and he's going to get 2 yards.
A lot of dancing going on.
Yep. So
he should have just tucked the ball and ran.
So he's going to gain a couple. It's going to bring up second down and 8, but it looked like he had a wide open field, but it closed up quick. So second down now for the Cats. The ball's up at the 42.5-yard line. Clock runs, 7:27. Same formation. We see Henderson in the slot on the right side. Kilgore is the wide out. Spratt on the left. Quarterback drops back, looking to throw. He's going to throw. It is, man, that time we're going to see that wet field get Kilgore. He slips down, and it's going to bring up third down and long. Now, no reason to panic here, but you got to get this first down. You have got to keep this drive alive, so you don't need the long ball. You just need to find some open field and try to get.
Know where the stick's at.
That's
get
right.
Your route 1 yard past that stick.
That's right. Know where you need to be. Third down and long now for the Cats. Third down and 8. Same formation. And we do have one slot man on the left side as well, though. That looks like Nora on the left side drops into the slot. Walker drops back, rushes on, and Walker's going to just, I don't know if they're going to call that an incomplete pass. No, they're going to call that
intentional ground.
Yeah, he grounded the football. And if you're going to throw, you got to unload. But they're going to call ground. That was a disastrous play there. The pocket collapsed around Walker, and he just kind of shoveled past the ball to one of the linemen, and maybe the center, and there's going to be a flag on the play.
It's going to be intentional grounding and possibly a holding call against us.
So there's going to be a lot of
laundry.
Yeah, and a lot of yards marked off here. We're going to let them sort all that out. But we do know either way it's going to be, because it's going to be a lot. We're going to lose the down, so it's going to be punt time for the Bobcats. So we're going to have the punt team come on regardless of where they spot this football, and we caught a break there. Wasn't as bad as I thought. So the ball's going to be back up to the 33-yard line where the Bobcats are going to have to punt the football away. So really a broken play there and just a bad situation. We await the punter now. He stands around his own 22-yard line awaiting the snap. This has got to be as clean as you've had all year. Good snap. He gets it down. Short punt. and it's going to angle out of bounds somewhere around the 40. I couldn't tell. The angle was a little bit wrong for me, but they're going to have pretty decent field position nonetheless. Now there's flags everywhere, and this is going to be bad because these are the kind of flags you just can't have in a football game. So
there's probably going to be somebody sent to the field house.
I hope these offset, but I doubt it. So we'll get this flag sorted out, but this is going to be a biggie against the Bobcats, looks like. So we'll see where they're going to mark this off from.
It's probably going to be offsetting unsportsmanlike against 2 players, 1 from each team.
And that would be the best possible scenario for Dumas because we were on their side of the football field. And a lot of times that does not go well for the team that's over there. But the officials were there. You're right. That's right. The officials were there to see whatever happened. So they'll get this call correct, no doubt about that, because they were right on top of it. And they're having a little powwow now to see exactly how they're going to handle this. We're inside the 7-minute mark, 17-14 in favor of McGehee. And the Bobcats have punted the football away. Now we got to see what's going to become of these penalties, these flags on the field, and the officials are trying to get that all sorted out. And but do want to say a big hi to my friends up in Fayetteville that tune in and watch us, and we appreciate the Massinellis tuning in to our football games from way up there on the hill in Fayetteville. And, man, the people from all around the area that tells us where they're watching from or listening from, and we really appreciate that. And I'm glad to be able to bring you these football games. So they are going to call it against Dumas. And I didn't see them call. Did they call it against McGehee too? I don't think they did.
I don't think they did.
So I think it's going to be a big penalty against the Bobcats.
There should be because McGehee Al took a punch at number 20. Well, took a punch at one of our players.
So still trying to sort this penalty out. They've signaled 1 against the Bobcats thus far, and now they're back over there in a huddle again. We'll see what else is going to come of this series. But the Bobcats had to punt the football away, and it just didn't go well. It was punted over on the far sideline. So now we're getting ready for them to mark this ball off. But McGehee is going to have really, really good field position and a first down and 10 and a 3-point lead in this football game. So they're yet to step off the penalty. And it looks like they're going to step it off from around the 45-yard line. And now they're going to back up and step it off from the 40-yard line. Now they're going to back up to the 35-yard line.
Hey, keep backing up.
Yeah,
keep backing up.
Back this thing up to the 5-yard line. So now they're going to step this off. It should be a 15-yard penalty, so it should put the ball at midfield. And we should have a first down and 10 there for McGehee, and that is indeed where the ball will be spotted. So we got all that sorted out. So it's first down and 10 for McGehee from the 50-yard line with 6:56 left to go in the third quarter, and they're sitting on a 17-14 lead over these Dumas Bobcats.
There were 3 personal fouls called on that play, 2 against Dumas and 1 against McGehee.
So
they did throw the have it fixed. That's why it's only 15 yards.
There you go.
Thank you, Mayor Al Young.
That answers that. First down and 10. Quarterback's going to hand off to the first man. He cuts around the right side. He's going to find a little running room, a seam down to the 45.
That's the little wingback on the wingback counter.
So a gain of 5 down to the 45 of the Bobcats. Second down and 5. 6:42. Clock runs here in the third quarter. McGee's sitting on a 17-14 lead. Dumas Bobcats trying to make a big stand here. Their opening possession, McGee's faltered after the Bobcat defense held, and McGehee made a mistake with a penalty. See what happens on this series as McGehee comes to the line at the 45-yard line. Everybody's in tight. Quarterback looks things over.
They're checking over, fixing a run dive.
Yep, they're getting everything set like they want it. Hughes takes a snap.
And there it is.
Dive play over the right side. Gain of a couple. Down near the 43. It's going to bring up a third down, and there's another flag on the play. And it's over on the McGehee sideline again. And we got to get this sorted out for the second time. Is this going to get out of control if you give them 30 yards on this opening or on this drive
I
on
believe
penalties?
that might be.
So let's get this sorted out. We know there's going to be a dead ball penalty against the Dumas Bobcats. So they're going to mark another 15 off, and that's 30 yards we've served up to the McGehee Owls, and they do not need our help. They don't need 30 yards from us, and that's going to move the ball inside the 30 down to the 28-yard line, first down and 10 McGehee. Now, the Bobcats are going to have to learn a lesson.
You need to keep your mouth shut and play football.
Yeah, that's right. Go back to your huddle. You got to learn a lesson from that. That's 30 yards, and you're not helping anybody out with those kind of penalties. So first down and 10 now for McGehee. Once again, Hughes brings his team to set, this time inside the 30-yard line of the Dumas Bobcats. Hughes is going to hand off a little dive play. Nothing doing there. Held at the line of scrimmage. Second down and 10. Now we've got another flag on the play, and it's going to be another 15 yards against the Bobcats, I'm afraid. We'll see.
That time I seen the quarterback push number 10, Marion Grant.
Maybe that's what happened.
Play it, but I'm not sure.
We're going to see what they call, but there's going to be another personal foul penalty against somebody. Somebody's going to lose another 15. And we're going to see who this is on. I really didn't see a whole lot going on there. So now the official is going to call personal foul against McGehee this time.
Well, we're only negative 15 in this drive.
So now we're getting 15 of that back. So, it's getting really chippy out there on the football field.
And this is the point where the referees need to call time.
They do.
Tell both coaches, talk to your football team.
That's
nip
right.
it in the bud now because there's still a lot of football to be played.
That's right. That's exactly right. They need to stop play. And like you said it. I don't have to repeat it. You're exactly right. So they're going to move the ball back to the 37-yard line where it will be first down.
And about 20.
And 20 for McGehee. So a lot of marching up and down the field with yellow flags, but we're ready to go here. Hughes comes to set. Hughes is going to hand off to the second man through. Boy, he finds a seam. And he's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage. Boy,
that kid is running hard. He's got his legs churning. Doing exactly what you want a running back to do.
Moves the ball to the 30, so a gain of about 8, second down and 12 for McGehee. You're right, he ran that ball hard, and good yardage there for McGehee, second down and 12. And they're already at the 30, so it's four down territory.
No matter the distance, it's four down territory.
That's right. From here on in, you can be sure.
Now, if they get inside the 20, they can probably kick a field goal.
So they're going to hand off this time. Good hit there at the original line of scrimmage. So a gain of a couple, but now it's going to bring up a third down and 10. So good stop there by the Dumas Bobcat defense. I didn't see who made the tackle, but that was a good hard hit. And it's going to hold them to third down and long. So 4:54, clock runs here. McGee's on top, 17-14. And they have the football at the Bobcat 27-yard line with a third down and 9 officially. So third down and 9. The Bobcats are going to jump. Now it's third down and 4. And the Bobcats are just kind of falling apart. And, serve them up 5 more yards.
Third and 4 is exactly what this offense needs.
Yep, third and 4.
Not third and 9.
So that changes the scope now. Now the Bobcat defense got to really make a stand here because they got 2 downs to get 4 yards, and I'd take those odds any day.
I'd bet my
unless we can create a turnover. Now I'm still looking for my second turnover of the game. We've had one. I'm looking for my second one right now. It's when we need to have that happen. They're going to hand off, and he is going to be held short of the first down. So he's going to be stopped at the 20-yard line. So he's going to be a yard short. It's going to bring up fourth down. Good penetration there, and let Mr. Harrington get the ball marker set. It's officially fourth down and a yard from the 20. So fourth down, that's a long yard too. That's closer to 2. And the ball's at the 20. They need to get to about the 18 and a half, so it's about a yard and a half. Big fourth down play here for the Bobcats. Big opportunity here. Show what you're made out of here, Dumas.
If they don't hurry up and get to play,
yeah, they're going to have to call
down to 7. They're probably going to have to burn a timeout because they're fixing to lose 5 yards.
They're not going to get this play off. That's it. They lost 5 yards. He didn't call a timeout. So nobody called a timeout. So there's a flag on the play, delay a game, and they're going to back them up 5 yards. Now they're hollering over on the sideline, and he called timeout.
He did not call
timeout.
timeout.
And now they're going to wave the flag off, and they're going to give them the timeout. So they're going to wave the flag off and give them the timeout. Boy, we needed them to get that 5-yard penalty. So a timeout on the field. I tell you what, let's take a 30-second timeout. We'll regroup. We'll be right back.
For over 70 years, we at the Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas have had our game face on. Our passion for delivering reliable, affordable power to every corner of Arkansas is stronger than ever. And with 17 electric distribution cooperatives, we cover more than 60% of Arkansas. That's power to more than 500,000 homes, farms, businesses, winter, spring, summer, and cool fall football Friday nights. The Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas, powering the thrill of Friday night lights.
And we're powered by Berry's True Value. Breaks are brought to you by Berry's. 3:30 left to go in the third quarter. Timeout called by the McGehee Owls. And it is 4th down and 1.5 yards for McGehee after the timeout. Now, we've seen Dumas make a couple of negative yard stops on defense.
Definitely need one
and right now is where you really need to make that happen. So we're about to find out if the Bobcat defense is going to have it in them. And McGee's taking a really, really long time out. So looking at a 4th down and 1.5 yards. So maybe they're going to whistle here sometime tonight. Got to go back to work Monday, so we need to get this timeout over with.
And Fordyce extended their lead over Rising 24-15 in the third
24,
quarter.
all right. So Fordyce the real deal, man. Rising is too, though. So you know that game was gonna be back and forth, but Fordyce is really, really the real deal.
A young real deal.
Yes, they are.
Here we go.
4th down and short. And they're going to get the handoff, and he is going to get the first down, drives the ball to the 15.
He's going to bull his way down for
Absolutely.
the first down.
Just fought his way for every foot, and he gets the first down and 10. So a fresh set of downs. They're going to mark it at the 16-yard line, but it is enough for a first down. 3:25 left to go here in the third quarter. No scoring in the third quarter thus far. McGehee does hold a 17-14 lead over the Dumas Bobcats, but they threaten here inside the red zone. And I'm still looking for my second turnover of the game. I think that would be a game changer. And, boy, they're holding on to that ball well tonight. First down, quarterback rolling to his right. He wants to throw incomplete. And that play was ugly. It just didn't develop well.
That is their waggle.
Yep.
Hey, if he hits him, he might have a little bit.
You know, the fullback was right there. He threw it behind the fullback, thankfully.
Yeah, he would have picked up some pretty good yardage right then.
Yes.
It's going to fall incomplete nonetheless. Second down now for McGehee. Stops the clock, just under 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. And it's second down and 10. Ball's just inside the 15. At the 14. Now the ball is at the 16.
Yeah, first down, incomplete pass.
Yeah,
and they were giving them 2 yards. So the referee saw, oops,
yeah,
wrong spot.
That's some great math there. So second down and 10 now from the 16-yard line. And the quarterback is going to hand off right up the
he's
tackle.
going touchdown.
He's gone touchdown. Man. Boy, Duke Brown, and you couldn't even find him. He just comes out of nowhere, and he's in the end zone, man. Touchdown, McGehee. And that one stung a little bit because it keeps taking me back to that 99.5-yard run back. And now this is a two-score football game. It's 23-14, awaiting the point after attempt. And they line up to attempt the point after. And that was a big touchdown there for McGehee. And our offense, if you keep giving them the ball back and then give them all those yards on penalties, sooner or later they're going to make you pay. And McGehee Owls made the Bobcats pay The kick is up. It is good. 2 minutes, 51 seconds left to go in the third quarter, and it is now, I believe, 29-14.
24-14.
Yeah, that's right. That's that broke clock. You didn't get that clock fixed, Coach.
Well, that's not my area. I'll take care of the grass.
I got you.
I did get the infields worked up on the baseball and softball field, getting them ready for next year.
24-14. I was thinking 29. Where'd I get that number? But
that light.
That light stays on. It was on today.
Oh, it's on 24/7. And 365 days a year. 366 on a leap year.
I bet we can make that light not ever come on again, but you will leave that right there.
Well,
but we may need it sometime. If it ever is 29.
I can get a hammer and go up there and tap it. So it don't
there you go. You know, we may need it sometime, but officially it is 24-14. So a 10-point ball game. And I would say on this series, this drive, the Bobcats got to score.
We need to score.
We've got to score. We're 2 scores behind now, and we don't have the time to let them get the ball back. We've got to score. We await the Dumas Family Pharmacy kickoff. Bobcats here in the third, moving left to right. And I must have just forgot. Boy, that's a long kick. It's going to drive the return man back to the 12. Back to the 7, and he is going to be hit at the 12. We'll see if they give him forward progress to there, but no, they're going to mark him down at the 9-yard line. So it's going to be first down and 10 from the 9 for the Bobcats. So, wow, what a kickoff there. Things are working well for the McGehee Owls right now. So it's going to be first down and 10 for Dumas.
That's unusual because McGehee usually doesn't try to kick the ball deep. They angle kick or the squib kick. And that young man put a foot in the ball, and now we're first and 10 from the 9.
Yep. The only good thing right now is first and 10 for the Bobcats. We just need to keep having a bunch of those. Spread offense for the Bobcats. Once again, we see Kilgore split to the right and Spratt to the left side of the field. He's kind of doubled up too, Coach.
Yeah, he's still doubled up. They got one on. Kilgore's still doubled up.
Bobcat's going to try to run the football. He's going to break a tackle, gets over the 20, gets the first down.
And that puts us in positive yardage rushing.
So Bell is going to get some positive yardage, and that gets us out of that negative situation. And that was a pretty good run there, and he rumbles the ball up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. First down and 10 now for the Cats. First down and 10 for Dumas. We see the same spread offense that we've been seeing, and they've got receivers everywhere. Quarterback drops back, screen pass, it is complete, and he finds the seam. He's going to go. Kilgore's got the midfield. He's at the 40, cuts back at the 30, 25, and hauled out of bounds, maybe down at the 24. Man, I thought he was going to go.
Man, that Love kid is fast. I thought he was gone.
Kilgore's going to get the ball all the way down to the 24-yard line, first down and 10. It's going to be marked actually at the 23-yard line for the Bobcats. It's a big throw and catch right there, big run after the catch. Man, I thought he was gone. Quarterback quick to set. Now watch the whistle. So the officials say that they weren't set. Now they're going to go. Quarterback's going to hand off. Number 3 cannot go that direction, and he is going down for a big loss. And now there's a late flag. So a late flag. He's dropped back at the 30. So a loss of a few. It's Bell on the carry, but we got to figure this flag out and find out what's going on there. It was on the near sideline, and I don't know what the flag was, if it's a holding or what. But the only really two things could be would be a holding or a face mask, and I couldn't see the play either way. So I don't know what the call is going to be. But usually that's about the only two things that could be called in that area. And it is going to be against McGehee. And that was a personal foul against, it looked like it was that 15-yard type, I guess.
Yes.
So that is going to be a 15-yard penalty against McGehee. And that is going to move the ball well inside the red zone, I think, for the Bobcats. And we're going to have a first down and 10 and some really, really good field position. So they're still marching the ball north, and that's the direction we want to be going. And they're going to be inside the 20, and the Bobcats going to have the football, first down and 10. It looks like they're going to mark it at the 16-yard line. So a big penalty there against McGehee. And they still haven't set the football. Now they are inside the 15, down around the 13. So, yeah, he put the football down. We'll take it. First down and 10 from the 13-yard line. Clock runs. We're under 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Bobcats quick to set, takes a snap, hands off to number 5 out of the backfield, looking for the corner, and not much doing there. He's going to gain about 3, maybe 4, but spread out of the backfield. Going to run him out of bounds, stops the clock. 1:40 left to go here in the third quarter.
And that was a look we hadn't seen this year.
Nope.
Kilgore at quarterback and Henderson and Spratt at the running backs.
So they have not moved the ball marker. I think that was a gain of about 4, and that is the case. So it's going to bring up second down. They're going to say a gain of 3, second down and 7 for the Dumas Bobcats, somewhere around the 11-yard line. High snap. He gets pulled down by Kilgore. He's going to keep it. And he's going to fight his way inside the 10 to around the 8-yard line, so a decent carry. You get a little yards, but you're losing numbers on that ball marker, and that's not good. We're out of numbers, man. We don't have but 2 left, 3 and 4. So it is third down for the Cats. Ball's inside the 10, around the 8-yard line. They can get a first down around the 2. So it is third down and about 6. So third down and 6 now for the Cats. Quarterback puts one man in motion, drops back, looking to throw. He's looking at the end zone, has receiver, and it is incomplete. Just good defense right there. And that ball was just drug out of the receiver's hand. And I'm telling you, that time Kilgore just could not come down with it. And it's going to be fourth down. So fourth down, the Cats can get a first down around the 1 or 2 yard line. Officially fourth down and 6 for Dumas. We're inside the 1 minute mark here in the third quarter. Boy, the Bobcats need to score right here on this possession. It's fourth down, no field goal attempt for Dumas. It's a huge play right here. A hard snap's not going to help you. You just got to get this ball in the end zone. Simple as that. See number 3 in the backfield with the quarterback, Bell. Quarterback's going to fake the handoff, and he's going to throw a mile out of bounds, incomplete, and that ball's going over on downs. And wow, man, you on fourth down, you got to throw a Hail Mary before you throw the ball out of bounds. You got to let somebody catch it, even if it's McGehee. It's like it's not going to hurt you. You got to throw that ball up. Somebody's got to catch that ball. You can't throw it to the track. But that is what it is, and it is first down and 10 for McGehee. So first down and 10 now for the McGehee Owls. Ball goes over on downs at the 8-yard line. So now the defense back on the football field with a task set to make a stop. That one may have cost us 46 seconds left to go in the third quarter, and this is a 2-score game. It is 24-14, 10-point lead by McGehee. And we got to get this ball back quick.
Yeah, you don't want him to pull a Barton.
Got to get this ball back quick right here, so you got to make some big defensive stands. Quarterback's going to hand off over the right side, and he's just going to fight his way for about 6.
You best believe that McGee's going to work the clock right here. They're going to take every second they can on each run on that play clock. Hope we're not looking at a recount of
See if
Barton.
They can burn a whole quarter. Yeah. And McGehee is capable of doing that.
And they're not going to have to snap the ball again in this quarter. We're fixing to go to the fourth quarter. And they are going to milk the clock.
Every second. So we got to get this ball back.
That's what I do.
That series is where if we could have scored there, we changed their game plan because they're holding a 3-point lead then, and that could be scary for them. But now with a 10-point lead, they can just watch this clock run, and indeed that is the end of the third quarter. After 3 here at Tidwell Field, Ag Bowl 2024. It is the McGehee Owls 24, Dumas Bobcats 14. Still got a good football game, folks. Stick around. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Are you tired of feeling like just another number? At First Natural State Bank, we believe banking should be personal. For 50 years, we've been proud to serve DeShay County, where our decisions are made by people you know, not by some distant corporate office. That's what we call banking the natural way. Whether you're around the corner or miles away, we're here for you. Visit any of our 3 convenient locations. Give us a call at 870-222-3880 or connect with us online at fnsbank.com. You can even find us on Facebook. Just search FNS Bank. First Natural State Bank, celebrating 50 years of community first banking. Member FDIC.
Breaks powered by Barry's True Value. Welcome to fourth quarter action here tonight. Senior night and Ag Bowl 2024. Who is going to get the Ag Bowl trophy? We'll find out in one quarter of football as the McGehee Owls hold on to a 24-14 lead over the Dumas Bobcats. And they have the football to begin the fourth quarter. McGehee moving from left to right here in the fourth quarter. Defending the McGehee end zone. That's kind of fitting, I guess. As we await fourth quarter to get cranked up here, and here come the McGehee Owls. They're looking at a 2nd down and 3. The ball spotted at the 15-yard line of McGehee. And we have 12 minutes to play in the fourth quarter. Don't see the Bobcats kicking a field goal, so I doubt this game's going to be tied. We're either going to win or lose at the end of this quarter. And now there's going to be a 5-yard penalty against the Bobcats, offsides.
And that's the second time tonight he's jumped off sides.
You know, like I said, McGehee right now, they don't need our help. And so that's a free 5-yard penalty. So they called a 5-yard penalty offsides. The official on this side is calling a motion penalty, so that's going to back McGehee up. So they called both, but they're going to call it against McGehee. I was watching the official over on the far sideline because I was watching the ball marker. That's going to back them up to the 10-yard line, where it's going to be 2nd down and long now, and that could have been that could be a big penalty because no time ran off the clock. And it is still 2nd down. 2nd down and about 9 yards for McGehee. 2nd down and 9. Still looking for my second turnover of the football game. Quarterback takes a snap. They're just going to move right over the left side, moves the ball up around the 13-yard line. It's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now this is interesting right here because it's 3rd down and 5. And they are not. Now, I don't think there's any way they're in 4-down territory from here.
No.
So we have got to make a stop here, and we can get this football back with plenty of time on the clock. So this is a big 3rd down play here, and it's 3rd down and long, 3rd down and right at 6. So the Bobcat defense right here cannot make a mistake. You cannot give them a free 5 yards. Got to make a stop here. Watch the snap. There you go. Quarterback throwing, looking to throw. He's going to throw.
Interception.
Intercepted. Pitt
Marcus
off.
Kilgore.
And that's the way you take care of business right there. Kilgore picks it off. 1st down and 10 for the Bobcats. Now, I don't know if that's a game changer, but that is a momentum changer, as you can hear this Dumas crowd.
Man, we needed that. Man.
So that fires this Bobcat crowd up.
We get the short field.
So the Bobcats going to have good field position. 1st down and 10 after the interception. We got a big crowd here tonight.
That Marcus Kilgore, man, I know firsthand he can jump.
Yeah.
That guy's explosive, athletic, very athletic kid, man.
1st down and 10 for the Bobcats after the Kilgore interception. Ball's at the 26-yard line, 27 of the McGehee Owls. 1st down and 10, Dumas. Cats trail by 10, 24-14, early in the fourth quarter. Need to keep this drive alive. You got to get in the end zone here on this drive. That's as good as I was asking for a turnover, and there it is. Now let's see if we can capitalize. Walker spreads them out, looks things over, takes a snap. Screen pass complete to number 1. Henderson
good move
breaks
by
one
Henderson.
tackle. He moves the ball down near the 22-yard line, a gain of about 4. That's my second turnover. Let's see if we can capitalize on it and see if that's going to be a game changer.
We need to score on this drive.
2nd down and 6. You're right.
Get it down to 3. Get another stop. Go back down and score.
We know we're explosive. We don't need a lot of time to score. 10:45, plenty of time on the clock, but you've got to score on this drive. Trips to the left, wide out on the left side, Raylan Spratt. Slot man is Henderson. One wide out on the right side. Quarterback's going to throw screen pass complete to Henderson, number 1, and he tries to cut back upfield. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. Third down.
Picked up about a yard.
So we're going to call it 3rd and 5, gain of a yard. So 3rd and 5, 10-16, clock runs here. Definitely 2-down territory this late in the football game for the Bobcats, no matter where the ball's
at.
Yeah,
they got a double, kind of bracket and doubling spread, but I think,
So it's 3rd down and 5. Quarterback tries to kind of hard count the McGehee Owls, hoping for a free 5 yards. Nothing doing there. Drops back, comes to set. Twins to the right, twins to the left. And number 7 is going to drop back, looking to throw, hand checking everywhere, and it is going to be.
Got to be pass interference.
It's going to be pass interference. We're going to see who they're going to call it against. It's got to be McGehee, I would imagine, because a lot of hand checking either way. There's going to be a pass interference call in the end zone. So somebody is going to be penalized. It should be against the McGehee Owls. The officials was right on. One official was right on top of that play. We'll let them get it sorted out. Here comes the call. Pass interference against McGehee. So that is going to give the Bobcats a 1st down and keep this drive alive. So the clock is stopped. 9:41. Cats trail by 10. This drive is alive. The Bobcats have a fresh set of downs inside the red zone. Ball's marched all the way down to the 11-yard line. 1st down for the Cats. So the Bobcats can get a 1st down near the goal line around the 1. But I just soon get 11 right here, get the touchdown, and let's saddle up and keep the foot on the gas. 1st down and 10 for the Cats after the pass interference in the end zone. Quarterback bobbles the snap, pulls it down, throws incomplete, wisely threw at the foot of an intended receiver. But that was one of the broken plays I saw the quarterback do, a quarterback move right there. Right. Threw the ball away.
Instead of
taking
down
the
into a lineman.
Right. Yeah, so he did a really, really good move there. As it was a high snap, and that gets your timing off, and everybody was covered up, so we had to do something. Stops the clock, 9:37, 2nd down and 10 for the Cats. They can get a 1st down at the 1-yard line. Walker takes a snap, drops back, looking to throw, plenty of time. He is going to throw, and it is going to be caught in the end zone. And they're going to say he's down at the 1. So they're going to say he's down at the 1, but that should be a 1st down. He could get a 1st down, and it should be 1st and goal from the 1-yard line. That's okay. That stops the clock to move the chains. 9:32 left to go in the 4th quarter. Cats trail by 10, but they threaten here 1st and goal from the 1-yard line. No mistakes here. Bobcats got to play good football. Now the Dumas Bobcat coaching staff is going to have to call a timeout. Didn't have the personnel set right. So we have a timeout on the football field called by Dumas. And I believe that's their 1st. They'll have a couple left. But, boy, big news right here is you've got a 1st and goal from the 1-yard line. You trail by 10. You can pull to within 3 here, and that's a whole new ball game.
Whole new ball game.
Because you get one defensive stop, get the ball back, you get it back into a 1-score game, and that is huge. And that 1 score would not be for a tie, but it could potentially be for a win.
Yeah. And what's happening right here? Sure, they're putting one in front and they're putting one behind the spread, kind of doubling it. But by taking one defender away, you're opening it up for the other guys. Now Henderson is making plays. Kilgore is making plays. Now we're starting to get passes up to other receivers that are open because you're putting a lot of attention on one of our receivers.
Here we go. 1st down and goal from the 1-yard line. Walker comes to set. He has one wide out. He is going to hand off in the backfield. Dive play into the end zone. Touchdown, Dumas Bobcats. And that is going to be number 3 in for the touchdown for Dumas. That is Tylen Bell out of the backfield. The Bobcats have pulled within 4, awaiting the point after attempt. 9:28 left to go in the 4th quarter, and the Bobcats have tightened this football game up back to a one-score game as we await the point after attempt. And we see no Ramirez on the football field. Boy, he's been kicking low all night, but he's been getting them over.
Right.
But I'd like to see just a little more air under that ball. But we await the point after here. It's 24-20. Waiting Ramirez point after kick. Ramirez looks things over. Good snap, good hold. The kick is blocked. They're going to block the kick. It's not the end of the world. We
gotta score again anyway.
We couldn't rely on a field goal.
Right.
We need a touchdown. So we trail by 4. But if we make a stop now and get a touchdown, things will be all right. And he struggled a little bit tonight. I don't know if it's bad snaps or holds or whatever, but that kick was blocked early. Nonetheless, it is now 24-20, so the Bobcats have tightened this game up. It is a one-score game. Now it's pretty academic what we have to do.
Right.
Make a defensive stop.
Yeah, to make a stop, and McGehee won't say long
and
drive.
McGehee has their hands team on the field.
Yeah, they don't want to turn the ball over. I was hoping.
So now this is where we want to kick it deep and see if we can beat them in a foot race to get the football.
Right. I was hoping for 2 turnovers. Hey, we scored on both turnovers.
Right.
We talked about that in the pregame show. If we could create 2 turnovers and score on them, you could change the game. Giving up that 99.5-yard kickoff return.
Hope it don't come back to hunt us.
I'm telling you.
This is where I want to kick it on this side of the field, make 2 run across, try to come get it.
It is going to be fielded clean at the 20. Boy, that was a bad kick because that was fielded really clean.
You got to make a play.
There we go. Get him down. Don't try to tackle the ball. Just get him on the ground at the 35-yard line. First down and 10, McGehee. 9 minutes, 17 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter. 4-point ball game now. McGehee on top, 24-20. And they have the football, decent field position at the 35-yard line. Now both turnovers have gone for touchdowns for the Dumas Bobcats. So, needless to say, if we could create a turnover here,
that would be 3, Rick.
That would be 3. I only call for 2.
And I'll take 3 or 4, however many they'd like to give us.
So the ball spotted at the 36-yard line, first down and 10. 9:17 left to go in the fourth quarter.
Need defense to stand up right here.
Got to make a stand. Boy, they get a pretty good run there on first down. Crosses the 40, a 5-yard gain up to the 41-yard line. So second down and 5 now for McGehee. And coming up off the pile there on that carry, I believe, was number 1. And it's going to be second down and 5 now for McGehee. So second down and 5 from the 41-yard line, 8:50 clock runs. But can't run fast enough for McGehee. It's running way too fast for Dumas. So they're going to let as much of that clock run down as they can.
They're probably going to snap the ball with just a second or 2 left on the play clock.
The Bobcats have got to make a big defensive play. They've got to make something big happen and stop this forward momentum.
They don't get it off.
A run dive.
They don't get it off.
They did not call a timeout there. And that's going to back them up 5, so they're going to repeat the down. It's still going to be first and 10. But 8:22 stops the clock. Now we know they got to snap the ball because
it's going to be second and about 11.
Second down and second down
10.
Yep. So second down, we're going to call it a long, one of those Dwight Lambert long 10s, 10.3 or whatever. We're going to second down and long. Ball's back at the 36-yard line. 8:22 left to play in the fourth quarter. McGehee on top by 4, 24-20. Second down and 10. Quarterback takes a snap.
Okay, this
Just
is
a big scrum right in the middle of the
coming
field.
up here.
That's right. Third down.
Biggest down of the football game right here.
That's a gain of 3 only there, so it's going to bring up third down and 7. But you're right, this is a huge play here.
You got to watch the football here, Dumas. Got to watch the football.
Third down and a long 7 yards for McGehee. We're inside the 8-minute mark. Bobcats trail 24-20. It's been a good football game, fellas. This has been an entertaining football game.
Like most
huge
Agbos.
crowd, absolutely. Big third down play here, make a stop in the backfield, things could happen. And they are going to make a stop.
And they're going to stop him.
Yeah, they're going to stop him. He's going to move the ball across the 40 up to around the 42. It's going to bring up a 4th down and 4.
Yeah, they got a punt, and they bring out the punt team.
They're going to bring the punt team out.
Man, this is a huge drive for the Bobcats. You got to go ahead and try to score here because you're not sure could you get the ball back again. You've got to score.
That's right. The clock is not our friend. But if we can field this punt cleanly, don't make a mistake here. Don't jump offside.
Do not jump offside.
Because it's 4th and 4. But if we can field this ball cleanly, we've got plenty of time on that clock.
Man, we would love to see Raylan Spratt get a clean fielded punt right here.
Well, I'd like a bad snap.
Yeah,
right
I'd love a
here,
bad snap, but that is not going to happen. Don't touch the kicker.
Get out the way.
Just get out of the way. Everybody move. Everybody move. There you go. Doing a little press box coaching. Sorry about that.
Man, this is the biggest drive of the ball game right here, guys.
All right, folks. So it is on the line here for the Dumas Bobcats.
This is what you come to the Ag Bowl for right here.
6 minutes, 47 seconds left to go in the 4th quarter. McGee's on top, 24-20, Dumas football.
Yeah, this is what everybody came to see.
It's
Ag Bowl.
And we know what's got to happen here. The Bobcats have got to make a drive. They got 6 minutes and some change to get a touchdown. Simple as that. 6 minutes to make a touchdown. You got to keep the chains moving. You don't have to get it in the first play, but that would be fine. A couple of receivers split to the left side of the football field. That is going to be Henderson and Spratt. Quarterback's going to hand off in a dive play over the 30, and he slipped down, and he had greenish, brownish.
Yeah, he had a lot of green ahead of him.
Hey, y'all take it easy on my grass. That dirt and green, brown stuff.
He had, we're going to call that John McGraw green.
Man.
There you go.
It's kind of greenish.
Not nearly Agbo green, but it's
That's right. It's greenish grass, but he slipped down, man, after just a gain of a yard, 2nd down.
And there was nothing
9.
but brown grass in front of him.
Man, and those are mistakes you can't make this late in the football game, and that's the second time he slipped down tonight. 2nd down and 9. Quarterback drops back, wants to throw, and he is going to throw incomplete, and he was under all kinds of duress, and just like that. Now there's a late – well, I thought that was a flag. That wasn't a flag. Somebody just threw something over on the sideline. So it's going to bring up 3rd down and long, and that
man, we got the 3rd down in a hurry.
Man, it did not take long.
6:03 left, and it's 3rd down already.
3rd down and 9 for the Dumas Bobcats. Wow. Ball's at the 30 of Dumas. And we're headed to the 6-minute mark in this football game. If the Bobcats ever needed a first down, this is where we need it. 2nd down and 9. We've got to make something big happen here. Quarterback's got to be perfect on this play. Need a good block. Give him a little time to throw. Pocket collapses. The intended receiver falls down, and just like that, it's 4th down.
It looks like it threw it behind him.
He threw it behind him, and Henderson was trying to stretch back to catch the ball.
Man,
and then you got to give credit to McGee's defense, man. Ever since Spratt scored their last touchdown, man, they've doubled him. They've had one in front of him, one on behind him. We could have figured out a way to get him the football, man.
And Spratt is now our punter.
Wow. Yeah, we do have Spratt in the punting position. Fake it and run, Spratt. He puts a foot in. That's a punt.
Man.
And that ball is going to roll.
How about that?
Roll inside the 20, inside the 15, and it's going to be down. Where's he been all year 14. At the 14-yard line?
Yeah, it looked like he punted that ball right with his right foot, and Spratt's left-handed. I know his mom was ambidextrous.
So his mom was one heck of a basketball player.
Yeah, she's the best I've ever seen. Played for my mom back in 1993 where they won a state championship at Delta. 37-1. She had 39-19 in the state championship against Guy Perkins. She was tough. Brenda Jones.
Well, her son just punted them down to the 13-yard line where McGehee will have a first down and 10 and 5:44 and a 4-point lead in this football game.
And that flipped the field.
That really did flip the field, so that was a big punt. So we can hold them to 3 and out. They're going to have to give us the football back.
Yeah, if we get 3 and out right here, we'll get pretty good field position.
Got to get some good penetration
here.
That's
a good first down
start. They're going to gain a couple, but that's about it. So it's going to bring up second down and long for McGehee. Clock runs. We're inside the 5.5-minute mark to play in the fourth quarter. McGehee on top 4, and this game is going to come down, I think, to the very end.
Right.
Dependent upon this drive right here, coaches. If if they can get a first down or 2, then that's going to obviously ice the cake for them. But if we can make a stop, we still got football to play. Second down and 9 for McGehee. Good defensive stand there by the Bobcats. We're down to the 5-minute mark.
Watch the football.
As the quarterback snaps the ball.
The wing to the left
off,
side.
And he goes down after a gain of about another yard. So now
they're going to give game of 3.
Wow, he got a good gain there. It's going to bring up third down and 5, though. So
we need to get a good stop here.
Third down and 5. We're inside the 4:40 mark. They can snap the ball with about 4:10 left on the clock. But once again, we've got to make a big stand. If we can get this football back, we're still in this football game. Bobcats trail by 4, 24-20. Third down and 5 for McGehee. We've had a lot of them, but this is another big third down play here.
Biggest third down of the green.
Bobcats got to make a stop here. One man goes into motion. Quarterback's
straight
going
to the fullback.
And he's going down. He's not going to get the first down. He's going to be close.
Yeah, they're going to have to punt this football. You go for it here. Man.
I think they're going to go fourth down in a yard. I don't see them punting the ball. I do not see them punting the ball with 1 yard to go. They're going to go for it.
Watch the football.
Yep, they're going to hard snap us.
Man, if we get a stop right here, would be huge.
We're inside the 4-minute mark, fourth down and a yard, and the McGehee Owls are going to line up to go for it.
The ball is going to number 4 or 12. I say 12.
And they're going to hard snap the Bobcats, I think. No, they're going to snap the football.
Oh!
And he's going to get the first down, second effort, over the 30, up over the 25-yard line. So,
man,
made the hit, couldn't make the stop, and that is going to reset the chains. First down and 10 inside the 3.
Man, I thought we had met him in the hole.
25-yard line, first down and 10.
That's straight power football.
Now here's where we got to have that third turnover.
And you got to tell people they got to be clawing and trying to strip the ball and everything.
Be sure to stick around at the end of this football game for the Delta Memorial Hospital Delta Health Services postgame show. We'll try to clear up the picture a little bit more on the playoffs as McGee's content to let this clock run. We're down to the 3-minute mark. They're just now coming to set. Quarterback brings his team in tight. Bobcats desperately need to create a turnover. And they're going to make a good stop. No gain on the play. It's going to bring up a second down and 10. But, boy, that clock is not our friend now as they're not going to. So the Bobcats are going to have to stop play. They're going to have to call a timeout. And we got an injury timeout. So there is an injured player with 2:41. McGee's on top 24-20. We'll step aside for 30 seconds. We'll be right back.
Your business is up against a lot of things these days. Inflation costs, workforce issues, federal overreach. The list of things keeping you up at night keeps getting longer. The Arkansas State Chamber Associated Industries of Arkansas is here to help. We are constantly working to improve the business climate and make Arkansas as competitive as possible. The Arkansas State Chamber Associated Industries of Arkansas works tirelessly for your business so you can rest easy. Join us today.
The break's powered by Barry's True Value. Junior number 17, that is Donald James, makes his way off the football field, favoring his left leg and ankle. But he was able to walk off the field under his own power. And it is second down and 9 now for McGehee. 2:41 left to go in the fourth quarter with McGehee on top 24-20. So like you said, Coach Harris, this is what you expect when you come watch the Ag Bowl, man. This is what we came to.
I wouldn't expect anything else.
That's right.
Anything else other than what we're seeing right now.
Got to update. Fordyce 30, Rising 28 with 2:51 left.
Football game there, boy, I'm telling you.
Yeah, that's a heck of a football game going on down here, and we've got one going on here too.
Yes, sir.
So the McGehee Owls come Back on the football field from the sideline, 2:41 left to go. They have 2 timeouts. They're not going to use theirs, but the Bobcats may have to use ours up with a 2nd down and 9 for McGehee. The ball's at the 25-yard line of the McGehee Owls.
We need to get a good stop here. Don't give them more than just a couple of yards.
That's right.
And make that next down really count for them.
They have wound the clock. After this play, they're not going to have to snap the ball until we get under 2 minutes. So the defense got to make a stand here. So having a little clock issue right now. As we're having a little clock issue, they had to stop play.
2:41 on the clock. They're going to reset the clock to 2:41.
It ran off without the snap clock starting, so they're going
Right.
to put the time back on the clock. So they're going to put it back up to, well, they put it back up to 2:45. We'll take that.
Hey, because it was at 2:41.
So and now it's running. And, boy, we were out of position that time. But we're going to hold them to a gain up to the 30. So it's going to bring up a 3rd down once again. And 5, I believe. And the Dumas Bobcats going to burn another timeout. And because this is a big 3rd down right here. You need another big stop.
We're out. I believe we're out of timeouts.
Yeah, I think that was our last one.
We've got to stop them here.
You got to stop them on this 3rd down. It's pretty elementary now.
They're going to run the ball under the 2 minutes.
If we can stop them here, get this football back, you got a couple of shots at the end zone, basically. So,
Right.
And that's all we need. We need a shot. You need to put yourself in position to be able to take a shot. And so that's exactly where the Bobcats need to be. We know we can make a big play quick, and it may come down to making that happen. But a 1st down right here pretty much negate any of that.
1st down here would pretty much put it out.
So we have got to make a big stop here, and we know they'll go for it on 4th and short. We already know that, so we don't want to give them that. We want to make a big stop here on 3rd down. 2 minutes, 36 seconds left to go in the 4th quarter here, with McGehee on top, 24-20. 3rd down and 5 for the McGehee Owls. Ball spotted at their own 30-yard line. And the Dumas Bobcat defense right here have to make a stop. There's no other way. As a matter of fact, they have to make a stop. They cannot let them gain over 2 yards.
No.
3. If they gain 3, they're probably going to go for it. So we've got to hold them to no gain right here. And that's hard to do against this McGehee offense. They're pretty good for 3 or 4 yards. And we'll see if the Bobcats have another stop in them, because this McGehee Owl offense is potent and they can get those yardage. Quarterback takes a snap. He is rolling to his right. He's going to keep it, and he's going to get the 1st down. He's going to be knocked down at the sticks, but he's going to get the 1st down, looks like. We'll see where they mark it.
He looked like he came up short by the yard.
They may say he stepped out of bounds. It's going to be 4th down.
4th down again.
So it's going to be 4th down and a yard. So the Bobcat, that was our last timeout. Dumas Bobcats took a timeout with 2:23.
This is it. The crowd needs to get up. Everybody needs to cheer. We get a stop here.
Yeah, the ball game is on the line right here, folks.
Yeah,
they lead by 4.
Is it. Hey, this is what you work for hard all in the preseason. Hey, in the off-season, lifting the weights, the 2-a-days. I don't know if you still have 2-a-days. Hey, coming in the early mornings. This is what you work for right here. Hey, this is what champions are made of right here.
4th down and 1. Ball's at the 34-yard line.
This is what the champions made of, McGraw.
Yes,
right
sir.
here. This is the early mornings. This is the dedication. This is the weight room. This is the conditioning. This is the flops. This is the crunches. This is what it's made of. This is what you play football for. Ag Bowl 2024 comes down to this.
4th down and 1 yard with 2:23. Cats used their last time out. And you're right, Coach Harris. This is the play right here that'll make or break this football game.
Yeah, if you're not excited, if you're not in tune to this game, I don't know what. Coach Lovelady's pumping up the crowd. It's getting loud out here. We need to watch the football. A stop right here will be monumental.
4th down in the yard. Here we go, folks. McGehee comes to the line. Dumas Bobcats are ready to come in hard. You just don't want to jump.
They may punt the ball.
2:20.
They called
and
a timeout.
They hard counted us and called a timeout.
They may punt the ball.
I couldn't see them punting this football, but they have sure called a timeout. They hard counted the Cats. Cats were disciplined, did not jump. And now McGee's going to call a timeout. I think part of that is they don't need the timeouts, and they need to hush this Dumas crowd a little bit.
Right.
So call a timeout and just kind of take that noise away from the Dumas crowd. And so that's just, good football coaching right there. Still going to be 4th down in the yard, and I still think McGee's going to go for it, but they just wanted to hush this crowd a little bit. 2:23, 24-20 in favor of the Owls. So the McGehee Owls have the football at the 34. They need the 35 for a first down. And man, I think McGee's money for a yard. So I think they're going to go for it. But at the same time, anything could happen.
Hey, somebody might jump.
That's right.
Go in motion.
Good penetration, and we're still in this football game. Here we go, folks. 4th down and 1. And the Dumas Bobcats are going to fight, but they're going to get the first down.
And they can now run the clock out and take the ball game.
So now the Bobcats are out of timeout, so the McGehee Owls, like you said, can run the clock.
It's a game of inches. He needed 12, and he got 13.
That's right. That's about it. And it all comes back to me on that special teams play, 99.5-yard touchdown scamper.
That's the difference in the ball game.
That's the difference in the ball game.
Hey, Dumas played a great
when
ball
your
game.
punter punts the ball to the 1/2-yard line, you've got to reward him with a big stop, not a 99.5-yard touchdown.
Man.
But, like you said, Dumas played tough, and McGehee, although the Bobcats made their offense falter some, McGehee played that offense very, very well tonight, the offense that they're used to, and it worked out for them in this football game. So kudos to our Deshae County rivals there. Quarterback's going to run the football.
Go for the strip.
Now you've got to go for the strip. You got to try to strip the ball away, and that is our only hope now. And you got to do it on this next play because they're probably not going to have to snap the ball.
Yeah, they're going to take it on. It'll be down to about 45 seconds when they have to snap the ball.
So it's 2nd down, so all they got to do is take a knee.
By the time they reset, they might not have to snap the ball again.
Yep, so the McGehee Owls should come out of this into the victory formation, I would assume, and take a knee. But we're going to find out here. It's been a hard-fought football game. Dumas fought hard, played hard. We were in this football game the entire time. McGehee fought hard. They worked hard. And, man, their offense, it clicked well. They had a couple of turnovers. Bobcats didn't make them pay on the turnovers. But all in all, their offense was pretty nice tonight. And they ran it well. And the McGehee Owls are going to come out victorious in this football game tonight. Man, what a heartbreaker for this Dumas crowd. But we played them hard, and it was a great football game, very entertaining. But that brings us to the end of our contest. Final score here at Tidwell Field was the McGehee Owls 24 and the Dumas Bobcats 20. So the Owls defeat the Bobcats, Ag Bowl 2024. And so that's going to kind of move the playoff picture around a little bit, and we'll kind of talk about that when we come back for our break. Once again, final score here at Tidwell Field, McGehee Owls 24, Dumas Bobcats 20. And we'll be back in 2 minutes with the Delta Memorial Hospital Delta Health Services postgame show. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
All good, man. Stay positive.
Looking for a charming spot to start your day or savor a hearty lunch? Look no further than Pickens Store and Restaurant. Start your Saturday mornings with mouthwatering breakfast selections like crispy bacon, fluffy pancakes, and delicious biscuits and gravy. They even have chocolate gravy. If you're there for lunch, check out Pickens Fresh Trace beef burgers, sandwiches, and salads. Plate lunches are available Monday through Friday, and find all your favorites like meatloaf, fried catfish, and smoked chicken. Be sure to leave room for their homemade desserts like coconut pie, chocolate pie, bread pudding, and more. Pickens Store and Restaurant, 122 Pickens Road in Pickens.
When you share the story of your summer vacation, will people lean in or tune out? When you tell them you spent one morning in a 4-story treehouse and that afternoon at the world's largest indoor Tesla coil, you'll have their attention. When you explain that you took your kids on thrill rides and a Sunset Lake cruise in the span of a few hours, they'll be hooked. And when you say you enjoyed a relaxing soak in the city's famous thermal spring water, well, then they'll just be jealous because they didn't go to Hot Springs, Arkansas. For more info, visit hotsprings.org.
Finding your place is more than just a location. It's about discovering your purpose, exploring your passions on a campus that feels like home. At A-State, you can achieve at the highest levels, form lasting relationships, and support the Red Wolves, both on campus and in the wild. Whether you're into research, the arts, healthcare, or maybe something else, there's a place for you at Arkansas State University. Find your place in the pack. Visit astate.edu to learn more.
Over 100 years of service to the community. It's Metter Pharmacy in Dumas. At Metter Pharmacy, you'll step back in time with their old-fashioned soda fountain, along with delicious milkshakes and wonderful lunch sandwiches. Plus, at Metter Pharmacy, they have a new selection of fall gifts, including purses, jewelry, and name-brand perfumes and colognes. Remember, when it comes to pharmaceutical needs, see the crew at Metter Pharmacy, 101 West Waterman in downtown Dumas since 1917.
Welcome to the Delta Memorial Hospital Delta Health Services post-game show. Final score here at Tidwell Field in this 8-3A conference matchup. The McGehee Owls defeat the Dumas Bobcats by a score of 24-20. A hard-fought football game. And, man, both teams were, just back and forth. The Bobcats were in this football game down to the end, a defensive stop here or there. And you get your offense back on the field for one more shot. And that's kind of where you want to be at an end of a game that's this close, is giving yourself a chance. But the McGehee football offense, man, they ran their offense on the ground, the running game, very well tonight. Didn't throw the ball well at all. And when we forced them into passing, they didn't do so well. But, boy, they ran the ball good, and they did what they needed to do to pull out this victory here at Tidwell Field in Ag Bowl 2024. But all in all, good game played by the Dumas Bobcats, and a bunch of good games played around the area.
Oh, yeah. Here at Fordyce, it was a 2-point game there. Fordyce winning 30-28. Stuttgart and Star City still tight. Hadn't seen the score on that, but I'll tell you what, we passed well tonight. We were 14-24 for 234 yards passing, 2 touchdowns. 13 for 17 rushing with 1 touchdown. Our running game didn't help us out much tonight, but you got to give credit to McGee's defense on that. They definitely played the run a lot better than they did the pass.
They did, yeah, no doubt.
We had a couple of drop balls that should have been caught, and had one stripped out of Kilgore's hands on a big reception, or should have been a big reception. You got to take care of business. You wanted some turnovers. We got a couple of turnovers. We capitalized on them. This might be, in my opinion, the best game that Dumas has played this year.
It was a really well-played game, and like I said, we stayed in the game, gave ourselves a chance.
Gave us a chance.
Right down to the end, and that's all you could do. But when McGehee gets to a 3rd and 3 or even a 4th and 1, they they're in their wheelhouse there. They know what to do on 4th down and 1. They have so many options in that offense that they run. A 4th down and 1 is not that big of a deal for them. They have so many options, and so they were good enough at those short yard 4th down plays. And they got that one at the end of the game that just really sealed the deal.
Coach Pratt, their offensive coordinator, went for it there on 4th and 1. They needed 1. They got 1.1.
That's right. They got what they needed.
So you got what you wanted out of that. They just ate the clock in the second half and limited our chances. We didn't run but about 15 plays in the second half. And that's that offense, if it's working, it can eat the clock and eat that time.
That's right. And Coach Harris, what you saw from our receiving core, we looked pretty good but our quarterback had to throw under duress a few times. And that's hard on a quarterback and a receiver. We saw a couple of – it looked like drop passes, but really the receivers just couldn't get to the football. Mm-hmm. But all in all, we threw the ball a lot better than we ran tonight.
Right. And I think, like I said, I think that Tyshawn Henderson, Marcus Kilgore, and Raylan Spratt did a wonderful job tonight. The quarterback made some throws, I think, early on. We hit him quickly with Spratt with a quick touchdown and then a long touchdown, and then you just have to give credit to McGehee. After making adjustments after the first quarter, they never gave Spratt a clean look the rest of the way. They always had somebody up in his face and they had somebody over top. So they made us have to go to our other receivers. And pretty much what they said was Spratt's not going to beat us no more, that everybody else is going to have to beat us. And I think that our team did well. I think that they fought. They played hard. They started making open throws. We came back and scored. But the thing that came down to it was, they ran their offense at the end, man, and they got first downs, picked up 2 or 3 big first downs, 4th and 1 when they needed it. I think we went blow for blow, back and forth with them. I think, as we all stated, I think the real difference in the ball game was that kickoff return that scored. Even though it didn't bring a momentum, I think you take that away, and, man, it changes the ball game.
But when you have a game that's this, and we've talked about it forever. It doesn't matter standings or anything. Doesn't matter in this football game. McGehee and Dumas are almost always going to play a hard-fought football game. But this game tonight came down to the fewer mistakes made, the fewer drop passes, and the fewer penalties and stuff like that. So, man, mistake-free football will get you a long ways. Neither team played mistake-free tonight. It's hard to do. But McGehee had the edge there. And we had a couple of drop passes that would have been huge, and a couple of slips. We had a running back that slipped down a couple of times as well.
With wide open grass, brown grass.
If you could take that away, and if he could stay on his feet, it could change. But there's a lot of what ifs. But all in all, it was a great football game. But McGehee came to town tonight, and they came out with a victory, a well-earned victory, and a hard fought. They had to fight for it, but they come out with this 4-point win. So. Where are we at now? We still don't know much about the playoffs.
4th or 5th.
We're either 4th or 5th. McGehee can still be anywhere from 1st to 3rd.
You're right. So they're still in the top.
McGee's going to be in a perfect position because Fordyce had to fight for their life tonight.
They did.
To beat Rising.
Right.
Rising could be. Fordyce could be overlooking McGehee. I doubt it. Coach Rogers is a good coach over at Fordyce, so I'm sure he's going to have his guys ready to play. But
I think, like I said, when they set that playoff picture now, it makes us a 4 or 5.
Right.
And the last time I think I looked at it, if we get a 4 seed, we play a 3 seed out to 7. And if we get a 5 seed, we play a 2 seed at the 4.
Right.
So I would say right now we're looking, if we get the 4 seed, if we were to beat Drew Central, we're probably looking at Camden, Harmony Grove, Falk, or Smackover. One of those 3 teams. And if we get the
Center Point was up on Bismarck
wow.
late in the game. So
that's something to think about. And I think if we got the 5 seed, we're looking for out of the 4. So that's probably what Jessieville and some of them. If I'm not mistaken, who's in that 4?
The 4 is
Glen Rose, Perryville, and Jessieville.
So we're probably looking at a Jessieville or a Perryville.
Yeah, we'll get the 2 seed. If we get the 5 seed, we'll get a 2 seed out of this. If we get the 4 seed, we'll get a 3 seed out of the 7.
Right.
So we're looking at Harmony Grove, Smackover, Falk. If we get the 4 seed, we're looking at Perryville or Jessieville if we get the 5 seed. So it's narrowing down.
Yeah,
and Falk is never a place you want to go and
No,
play.
I would think I'd rather go to Camden. You go to Falk?
Yeah.
Well, we go to Falk. I want to say that.
I won't say anything about the stripes they usually have at
What
Falk.
was it? I'll put it like that. What was that game that there was a lot of laundry? I'll just say that.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, we're going somewhere.
Man, we kind of narrowed it down to 5 places.
Yeah, we got it down to
what
about
did we
5.
say? Smackover, Camden, Harmony Grove,
Falk,
or Jessieville, or Perryville. We might be wrong, but I think that's the 5 we can narrow it down to.
I think we got it.
That's the 5 we narrowed down to.
Well, next week we know where we're going.
Drew Central.
Next Thursday night we're going to Drew Central over in Drew County. So be sure to remember that's a Thursday night football game, And so we'll be on the air the same time, 6:30 pregame, 7 o'clock kickoff. But it's Thursday night, not Friday night.
Right.
We'll be sure to get all this information out on socials and all that stuff. But be sure to tune in.
Tell them to get there, remember.
Because if you can come, grab a lawn chair. You're going to need to bring something to sit on. And but come on over to Monticello. But if you can't, we'll take care of the play-by-play.
We'll be broadcasting from the tailgate.
Absolutely.
That's to be the box. No.
We may be.
Man.
I got some ideas up my sleeve.
I can put my truck in the end zone.
Or maybe we top of an 18-wheeler.
Good thing about it, they got turf.
Yep,
they got turf.
We'll figure something out. We'll be over there, and rain could be a game changer, but we'll be over there and we'll broadcast the football game, no problem. So that is next Thursday night. Once again, the final score here: McGehee Owls 24, and the Dumas Bobcats 20. Hard-fought football game, but it's been a privilege tonight to be on the air with you. And for Evan back at the station, Roy, and also Brock on our video feed. Coach Harris, Coach McGraw, I'm the voice of the Bobcats, Rick Helton. And until next Thursday night, go Bobcats.